A little bit of an extended warm-up time here, Jason Reed. Looks like we might be waiting on that 20th and final race car. Race fans, we haven't seen a field this large at Kern County Raceway in this division in quite some time. Yes, this year we've seen consistent 18-car fields, but to get into that 20-car mark, that is phenomenal, and it's a huge night for these late model drivers from all over California joining us here tonight at Kern County Raceway. So the yellow lights are still on the Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible pace car. And it looks like JB, Johnny Bedingfield, is going to slip from the front of the field, and he'll have to take his place where the NASCAR officials tell him to scoot into. Then I think we will be able to get this thing underway. 35 laps to kick it off with our first division. Our points leader, Trevor Huddleston, in the number 50 machine, the Justice Brothers Racecar Factory sponsored car. He'll start in 10th, so he does have quite a long way to go, Jason Reed, to get up to the front of the field.
Yeah, a little shimmy shake here. Not sure what happened. Getting restacked 10 deep, 2 stacked here, and wow, 20 of them. This track is one of the fastest, if not the fastest, on the West Coast, Steve. This is going to be an excellent night of racing, and I'm excited, buddy. 2 twin mains. Gotta love them.
Yeah, I love the twin main events for the NASCAR late models. It gives guys a shot at a couple of wins on one night, and it's been very popular with the competitors, and I believe popular with the race fans as well. And I think this time by we'll see those yellow flashing Whelen lights go off on the pace car and on the corners in front straightaway here at Kern County Raceway, and that'll tell us that we're about ready to go racing. So now the front row has changed just a little bit there, Jason Reed. The 24 of Scott Sanchez will start on the inside of row number 1. The 09 of Kayla Eshelman, which I believe is the preferred line, the outside on the start. You'll see the cars start to cinch up and get a nice tight formation, and there it is. Lights are out, ladies and gentlemen, indicating we're going racing next time by. So what I like to do each and every Saturday night here at Kern County Raceway is to ask you to get involved, race fans. So if you can, please get out of your seat and get on your feet and make some noise for these NASCAR late model drivers. They are about ready to put on a great show for you for 35 laps around the big half mile here at Kern County Raceway. And believe me, inside of their helmet, even with their earplugs in and the roar of their race cars, they can hear you. Make some noise, Kern County Raceway, as they come out of turn number 4. Here we go, into the start box. Green flag is in the air, and we are underway. Into turn number 1, it's going to be the 24 of Scott Sanchez leading the field. 2 and 3 wide through 1 and 2. Everybody gets through tricky turn number 2 here at Kern County Raceway. A little bit of contact going into turn number 3 between the 56 of Dylan Garner, bumping the rear bumper of the number 1 of Paul Ebersbacher. While this racing is going on behind him, Scott Sanchez has opened up a 4-car length advantage over the second place car, which is the 15W of Brandon Weaver in the Whittington Solar sponsored machine, Jay.
Sanchez gapping early, second in points, Weaver running 2. Eshelman right there in the 3 spot. Garner trying to settle in 4. He's got Ebersbacher in the 1 car to the inside. They'll go door to door out of 1-2 apex. Garner dropping the hammer down the back stretch. He'll slide into the 3. Kayla getting shuffled. The 23 of Vargas on the outside. Ebersbacher trying to hold the 5 spot hot. Meanwhile, it's Sanchez in the 24 Steve Hughes that's doing work early here in main event number 1.
He certainly is. His first laps led in 2017. The American Truck and Crane sponsored number 24. Now with 3 car lengths over the 15W Wilson's Motorsports sponsored machine of Brandon Weaver. Then it's the 56 of Dylan Garner running in 3rd position. And we've got a poorer sounding race car on the back, and I think it's Bedingfield. That power plant may have just let go. The number 28 machine of Bedingfield having engine trouble after qualifying earlier today. Said he thought the car might have been blowing up, and I'll tell you what, it was spitting and sputtering and backfiring as he came off of turn number 4. He's going to try to limp it around and make his way into the pits. He is on the apron on the back straightaway now, headed towards me as the leaders put him a lap down, Jay.
Unfortunate JV out early. While you and I were calling 2 laps ago, the 24 Yeet spun in Weaver, no caution. We stayed green. Still, good race going on out in front. The 24 is Sanchez, Weaver, Gardner, Vargas, and the 55 holding in tow right there in the 5 spot. Jagger, Jones running 5. Huddleston, your points leader, up into the 6th spot. Everybody's starting to stretch out now. Steve Hughes on his way down to see if we can get a word with JB Bedingfield, see what went wrong in that 28.
Look at these battles coming off of turn number 4, Jason Reed. Brandon Weaver dove to the inside into turn number 3, got a fender on the 24 of Scott Sanchez. Sanchez now up the track just a bit, giving Weaver plenty of racing room. Weaver powers off of turn number 2 and takes the lead, and he's going to bring the 23 of Ryan Vargas with him. There's the 56 of Dylan Garner going to the inside of Sanchez as well. He'll take over third, and wouldn't you know it, there's the 50 of Trevor Huddleston to the inside of Sanchez as they enter turn number 1. We're approaching lap number 10. This time by, it'll be 10 down and 25 to go, Jay.
Wow, Sanchez first to 6 in 1 lap. Not sure what happened to him. Got a little bit of loose. Eshelman trying to make her way around him now. So, new leader out in front. The 15, Weaver, in control. Got a couple of cars ahead of him. Davis and the earlier spin from the 24 Yeet. Vargas running 2. Gardner's got company. It's the championship hunter behind him. That's right, points leader and teammate in the 5-0, Trevor Huddleston, trying to engage. Weaver makes his way through lap traffic. Vargas on the hitch. He's starting to close the gap. 11 down. This thing's set for 35. Garner and Huddleston, the teammate. 3 and 4, trying to clear the number 4 on the outside, down the front stretch. They both go right. Davis pulls to the inside, clean on the out. 12 down here in the 35 lap at the half mile here at KCRP. Take a look at the black 23. That's the race right now out in front. Can Vargas pull to the inside? He'll hold it tight. Door to door down the front stretch. In front of us across the stripe. Vargas trying to take the lead. He will. Watch him clear the nose of Weaver down the back stretch. Weaver now in tow. Here comes your points leader. He's going to crest into the 3 spot. Teammate will go outside. Garner, Huddleston, 3 and 4. 13 down. Everybody gapped. A little bit of passing going on here in 3 and 4. Very fast track here at KCRP. Championship night here. This thing's slated for 2 main events. And Weaver trying to get it early. Vargas, 23. Good laps, 20.130 for him. Coca-Cola scoring pylon lighten up as they come across the stripe. Vargas, Weaver, and Huddleston as they make their way into 3 and 4. Steve Hughes, what do you got, buddy, down there in the pits?
I'm down here in the pits on Budweiser NASCAR Championship Season Finale night. Out early, Johnny Bedingfield in the number 28 machine. Johnny, what happened to your race car?
It all started last night. We got a little close to the wall last night. Got to thank Charlie Wilson and Lance Wilson and Nick and my dad and Wendell and everybody else. We've been fighting through these demons all day. We changed the plugs, the distributor, and that's what I was talking to Bill Lowe. I felt like it was going south. Qualifying was sluggish, and then we found a wire that was loose on the distributor. So we thought we had it fixed, and it felt like it for about, a lap. I decided to go ahead and run it, and then it just started knocking real bad.
So engine trouble for the number 28 of Johnny Bedingfield in his inaugural season in the late model of Buck Ninja Outdoors, STZ Motorsports, Rich's Auto Glass, of course, ARC Technology, Scientific Drilling, all helping out Johnny Bedingfield, and it has been a rough year for him. Started out good with a couple podium finishes. Up to you, Jay.
Didn't mean to step on you there. Weaver and Huddleston having trouble in the apex of 3 and 4. Got caught up behind Cummings in the 67. Vargas cleared him as they entered 3, and then just on the brakes hard was Weaver and Huddleston used. Didn't mean to step on you there. Little loose on both of those cars. Running 2 and 3 right now. Down the front stretch we go. Weaver, Huddleston, Gardner in tow, 3, 4, and 5. Vargas trying to just get away. 20 down, 15 to go. And we got to race down the backstretch side by side. Huddleston going to peek to the inside. Weaver's going to stay outside. Your points leader going to clear him down low. Loving that low line tonight. Brandon choosing to stay high. Little bit of touch on the front, it looked like. Both saved. At least it looked like they touched right after the stripe. Weaver in a complete four-wheel slide out of that loose turn in two, holding down the back stretch. 21 down, Vargas out front, points leader 2 spot, and Weaver holding in the 3. Good race going on early here. Budweiser championship night here at KCRP, and this thing's kicking off with a bang. 24 low on the apron, he'll get out of the way. Meanwhile, Huddleston now by himself in the second spot, trying to keep this thing perfect. He needs to catch Vargas out in front. Vargas coming off a win in Irwindale, I believe I heard Steve Hughes mention during an autograph session here before we started tonight. Carr in between, he'll clear. PJ doing the right thing, pulling down. Trevor will go on the outside. Vargas just hammer down, stuck here in this course. Looking good. That's the black 23 out in front as he enters 3 and 4. Has Tommy Gibson ahead of him. Davis low down. Ebersbacher getting ready to get linked on the outside as well. So Huddleston in the 50 points leader, 125 up tonight. Coming in tonight, once again, perfect. 10 wins, 12 top 5s. Looking for the championship, obviously secured with that 125 lead, and he's looking good right now. Vargas, just too good out front. 26 down. Again, 9 to go. Scepter 35. Caution free through the remaining. Garner, Weaver around Davis in the 3 and 4. Ryan, that 23 is glued to this KCRP half mile. Huddleston doing what he can, looking to make his way around the 7 of Gibson. Weaver second in points. He's got Garner in tow as they come into 3 and 4.
Yeah, now we're getting towards the end of this one, Jason Reed. Thanks for letting me take a break there and going down and talking to one of our crowd favorite drivers, Johnny Bedingfield. Tough break for him. Motor letting go, just spitting and sputtering and knocking dramatically in that crate engine. So back up front to your leaders now. 29 down, just 6 laps to go. And Trevor Huddleston is chipping away at the lead of the number 23 of Ryan Vargas. Trevor Huddleston has only been beaten 3 times this year at Kern County Raceway. Twice by Buddy Shepard in his farewell salute to Kern County Raceway when he swept twin main events for the NASCAR late models, and once by the 15W of Brandon Weaver. Right now, in the catbird seat, the 23 of Vargas still holds a 1.9 second advantage over the Racecar Factory Justice Brothers number 50. Hoseman looking to go to victory lane for the first time at Kern County Raceway in a NASCAR late model. Ryan Vargas behind the wheel of the 23 car, 31 down, 4 to go, Jay.
Yeah, 4 to go, and we may see some lap traffic come into play. You can see the 51 and the 12 battle as they come out of 3 and 4. Peacher clears, lets Vargas through. Huddleston runs 2. And now, can Huddleston make a run here with 3 to go, while Wolfenstein and the 51 kind of play cat and mouse there in 3 and 4.
Yeah, now we've got a new driver up to third. The 56 of Dylan Garner in the Racecar Factory sponsor machine has gotten by the 15W of Brandon Weaver late. Next time by, we'll see the white flag in the air, Jason Reed. The 23 of Ryan Vargas in the Hoseman sponsored machine. We'll see the white flag as your leader as he comes out of turn number 4. What a race it's been so far. Caution free. Final time around the big half mile here at Kern County Raceway. Vargas with a commanding lead, 2.3 seconds over the 50 of Huddleston.
Lap traffic in front of Vargas as he enters turn number 3 for the final time. But he is going to do it. He is going to beat Trevor Huddleston to the line and win for the first time at Kern County Raceway in a NASCAR late model. Ryan Vargas, your winner. Trevor Huddleston comes home in second, and Garner will finish third. Brandon Weaver fourth. Jagger Jones rounds out the top 5. I'm headed to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane, and I know Ryan Vargas is going to be fired up, Jay.
Yeah, Vargas coming off a win in Irwindale secures it here in main event number 1. So Huddleston going to settle for second. Garner finishing third here. Main event number 1 for late models in the books on Budweiser Championship Night at the Races.
And he parks it squarely in the middle of Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. Safety equipment coming off of the number 23 machine now. He is out of the car, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Ryan Vargas wins late model main event number 1 here tonight on Budweiser Championship Season Finale Night at the Races. And I know that young man is fired up. A late season surge by the driver of the 23 machine, getting a win just a couple of weeks ago at Irwindale Speedway, and now backing it up tonight with a victory here at Kern County Raceway. The final points race for the NASCAR late models here at Kern County Raceway for 2017. Hans device off. Big hugs to his entire crew. Dad right there watching. Earplugs are out, and he can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Vargas gets the win. What a race that was, my friend. Starting outside of the top 7, you had to work your way up through the field and had to use some patience. But once you got out front, you knew what you had to do, and that is put the hammer down and get as much time between yourself and that number 50 car. Great effort tonight.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, these guys, after coming back from such a nasty crash last week, these guys, Charles, Vince, Kevin, my dad, my mom, everybody that's helped us out, it's just been such a wild week. I'm just so unbelievably thankful, especially for everybody who helped us out. Tony McRae for giving us a fender, Lenny White for helping us out with some parts. Everybody who's just been helping us out, it's unbelievable. I'm so thankful.
Looks like you guys will start side by side in main event number 2 to finish the night. We started it off pretty good. Let's finish it up the same way.
Oh, I hope so. Trevor has a good piece tonight, so it's going to be a good race. You guys don't want to miss out on that one.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, main event number 1 for the NASCAR late models, Ryan Vargas. All right, come on out front, Trevor. I just have to check something really quick, okay? I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah, you are flesh and blood, man. You are not just a robot. You are human. I'll tell you what, it's been a fantastic season. 10 wins here tonight. Just a little bit too much to overcome after he got out in front of you.
Yeah, definitely. Ryan had a great car, and he had a good lead, and I had nothing there for him at the end. Things played out not how we liked, but, that's racing. So we can't always win, right?
I don't know. I was beginning to think that you were just going to sweep the entire season. A fantastic points lead coming into tonight. We know the implications on the national level this weekend. We're just rooting for you as much as we can. But what a battle that was. What a great race. Caution-free, 35 laps. Amazing field tonight. We can't thank you and your team enough.
Yeah, no, definitely. All the racers came out tonight, and they came out to win. Once again, congrats to Ryan. We'll maybe get him in the next race. We got a pretty good car. I'm freaking sweating. But Racecar Factory, High Point Racing, Justice Brothers, the Low Pit Stop, Frank's Gear Service. Thanks, everybody.
Right on. Give it up for him, your second place finisher tonight in race number 1, Trevor Huddleston. And what a move late in the race by the driver, the number 56, Garner, to come home on the podium, your second podium finish here at Kern County Raceway this year. You and Brandon Weaver battling late there. That was awesome. That's what I was watching. I wasn't watching the leaders. I was watching you because you were coming after getting passed early in the race. Tell me how it looked from your driver's seat.
You know, it was definitely a wild race. We were on the move there at the last little bit, just determined to get past Brandon and get 2 extra points from the national scale. I'm still chasing the top 10, and Trevor's still chasing the national championship. So that's our main focus as a team, and then, you know, California standings as well. But it's always great to come to Kern and, you know, at least get on the podium. But maybe next race we can make it better by a couple positions.
How cool was it not only to drive this car and finish on the podium, but to see that race car that you and your family built in your garage out here at Kern County Raceway and being competitive?
You know, it's just a great feeling, to instant gratification of doing all that work and then, you know, seeing it back out here just to grow the community, grow the car count in the fields, and, you know, at least it's nice to see that that car's still quick, and I'm pretty sure it's got a little bit left under the hood.
Absolutely. Congratulations on a great podium run.
Thanks. Look forward to next race, but we wouldn't be able to do it without Justice Brothers, Racecar Factory, CAI, Frank's Auto, Frank's Gear, Fireman's Brew, just everybody on the crew, my crew chief Grant, Jim, our tire guy Jimmy, Jack, everybody on the High Point team. And congrats to Trevor for second place.
Right on. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Garner coming home in third. Trevor Huddleston second. Your winner tonight, the number 23, Orion Vargas. It is so good to have this guy back up in the grandstands tonight. George Harmer, welcome back to the grandstands, and congratulations on the birth of your beautiful granddaughter, my friend.
Appreciate that. How's everybody doing tonight? You know, for me, we have to make some noise if you guys want free stuff. So what's going to happen tonight is we have a lot of stuff going to be going on. So what you need to do is get on your smartphones for later in the evening and look up track past champions, because I'm going to be asking, since tonight is championship night, I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions about some of our past champions out here. So go to whatever site you need to. Probably Kern County Raceway will be a good spot to do that. We're going to be having a little fun in about 3 races. It's going to cause all of you to get out of your seat and shake your groove thing for some tickets, some shirts. You got to be paying attention. So we'll be giving lots of stuff away. And yes, I am a first-time grandpa, and I thought having kids was great, but when you're a grandpa, you get to send them home after you spoil them. So her name is Penelope. I call her Princess P. So her mother is in big trouble because I told Penelope whatever she wants, she gets. So who needs a shirt? Let me see here. Okay, just raising your hand. I'm not going to throw you a shirt unless you get you. I was going to say, nice hands, Pete. You get 4 tickets, though. All right. All right, remember to have some fun tonight. Make lots of noise, and I'll be seeing you shortly.
George, good to have you out. Les Schwab Spec Mods coming up next, folks. KCRP Budweiser Championship Night at the races. Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod class up next. Don't forget, we'll be back October 7th. Joe Ronco Reynolds, Night of Mayhem. October 7th here. Get your tickets now. SRL Southwest Tour coming back October 28th. November 4th, K&N Pro West Championship Night here at KCRP. And I said it earlier, 4th Annual George Snyder Classic King of the Wing National Sprint Car Championships. Winding down here, November 19th here at KCRP. All right, let's meet our drivers. Once again, here in the Spec Mods. Row 4 on the inside, driving the 99 Performance Truck and Diesel Amped Paranormal in the Loop Sports Nutrition, Chris Jocelyn. Row 3 on the outside in the 55, Royal Purple Classic Auto Lube, Tim at Intimidator Batteries out of Bakersfield, California. That's Mike Mason. Row 3, inside in the 8, got to be Jim Coffey. Row 2 on the outside, brother. They call him Ed Red. Driving the 9. Litton's Backhoe Services, Kins Roofing, Sebastian Zachariah, and Red Coffee. Row 2 inside in the 97, doing double duty tonight. Jason Wattenbarger Construction, S&S Spraying, CCCI Concrete out of Bakersfield, Tanner Wattenbarger. Row 1 outside, driving the 32, coming off the fresh wind. Excuse me, that is the 32. I stand corrected. I got Crush Fine Dining, STZ Motorsports, Michael Lee. Row 1, inside in the 59, Anthony Barkett. Lights out. Les Schwab Tires, Spec Mods, ready to go. I thought that was reversed. Jason Galvin coming off the win in the 32. Shane Thompson in the old car in the 42. Row 5 outside. Lights out. Steve Hughes and Jason Reed ready to go here. Les Schwab Tires, Spec Mod, Budweiser Championship night at the races. Into the box they go. Green flag. Whoa. Wattenbarger jumps to the inside and launches. Galvin will tow out. Wattenbarger. Ed Coffey in 3. Mason 4. Barkett sitting in the 5 spot. Jim Coffey in the 8. The 30 of Bill Stevens up in the mix in that group. Shane Thompson pulls rear. 1 down. I show this thing set for 30. And Galvin is pumped, coming off the win, leading it right now into 4. Whoa, Wattenbarger a little loose in 3-4. He recovers. Mason now into 3rd. Ed Red shuffled back into the 4th spot. No change for Barkett, holding down the top 5 in the 5-9 car. Stevens makes his way around the outside of Jocelyn. He'll take over 8. Points lead coming in. Spec Mods, Jim Coffey, 3 wins, 8 top 5s, 21-point lead on Wattenbarger. And then, of course, Galvin, 1 win, 5 top 5s. He sits in 3rd with 352 points, finds himself out front right now. No change for Wattenbarger 2. No change for your leader. KGET Sunrise Morning News anchor Jason Galvin, as pumped as he was last weekend. He's excited and grinning underneath that helmet right now, Hughes.
He certainly is, and he's got a nice advantage over the 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger, who is being pressured by the 55 of Mike Mason. Mason with a little bumper tag going into turn number 1. Perfect little bump and run. Pushes the 97 up the racetrack just a bit. Mike Mason tries to move to the inside. Cannot get a fit. Well, these things don't have fenders. Cannot get a wheel to the inside of that left rear quarter panel on the 97 as Tanner Wattenbarger will hang on to that 2nd spot. Jason Galvin now with a little over a 2nd advantage over these 2 cars, battling for that runner-up position out of turn number 2, Jay.
Yeah, Wattenbarger, I mentioned earlier, double duty, doing 100 laps tonight. 235s in the late model, 30 here in the spec mod. Pulls up on the outside. Mason giving him a little fit. Mason will go inside. Wattenbarger chooses outside, sticks it side by side as they come out of 1 and 2. Meanwhile, while they battle, JG building a lead out front. Galvin not running from that, trying to extend it and go 2 in a row. Ed Red in the 9, holding down the 4 spot as they come down in front of me. Jim Coffier, points leader in 5. Bark at 6, Thompson in the 7, Stevens running 8, and Jocelyn still holding 9. Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod unleashed here at KCRP.
I'll tell you what, this wheel-to-wheel battle between the 55 of Mike Mason and the 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger is fun to watch. I just let you go on, Jay, and just walk down the lineup there, but my eyes were glued to this duo. They're still going at it. Now Mike Mason in the 55 clears the 97 and takes over 2nd spot. But for the last 2.5 laps, those 2 competitors were wheel-to-wheel, very close quarters, as the Coffey brothers are going to cross the stripe right now, nearly at a dead heat. Ed Coffey in the 9, Jim Coffey in the 8. Your points leader, the 8-car Jim Coffey, looking to be crowned a champion tonight here at Kern County Raceway in the Les Schwab Tire Spec Mods. Now completes the pass on his younger brother, Ed, and takes over fourth. Mike Mason able to put some real estate between himself and the number 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger, but those 3 cars have got a pretty substantial lead on the rest of the field as we're approaching the halfway point. This time by, it'll be 12 down and 18 to go, Jay.
Mason starting to break away from Wattenbarger. Coffey brothers, 4 and 5 split there. Jim, the points leaders, you said, looking to secure that championship tonight in this Les Schwab Tire Spec Mod class. This is what it comes down to, folks. We start at the beginning of the year. Teams build these cars up in the offseason. Drivers get prepared, and it all comes down to this. It all comes down to this.
It certainly does. It started in April with Les Schwab Tires Night at the Races on April 1st, Jason Reed. I know you remember that one. That was an exciting night. And now it ends tonight with their final points race. But we got one more race for the Les Schwab Tires Spec Mods. To be a non-points affair later on this year. They'll be racing with the Spears Southwest Tour Series on October 28th. Yeah, it's real close to Halloween, Jason Reed, so we're going to invite all the kids out to trick or treat with the drivers. We'll also have a fireworks show that night with, of course, our Halloween-themed music, and with the movie It coming out recently, yeah, I'm sure some of that music will be played during the fireworks. Back up front to your leader, the 32 of Jason Galvin, picking up right where he left off just a week ago with a pretty substantial lead over a very fast number 55 of Mike Mason. Just a tick over a second still is the lead of Jason Galvin, and I'll tell you what, he may get used to this deal. Oh boy, the 42 of Shane Thompson, the Bricks Lounge, thumbs up, cancer down, going right over to our Motorsports Fire and Rescue team. He believes he may have something on fire on that 42. He quickly got out of the racing line and pulled inside in a safe spot. And Motorsports Fire and Rescue DJ safety crew going to work on that one. Where's our leader? There he is, coming out of turn number 4. 18 down, Jason Reed, up to you.
No change for Galvin. I was going to go into a casual conversation with you. You tend to talk to these drivers, just a bit, I'm sure, during the week. How has Galvin been? You heard from him, little text. Was he pumped on last weekend's win?
Well, I heard that he slept all week with his trophy in his bed. I don't know if he can fit another one in there, especially this one. These beautiful awards tonight for Budweiser Championship Night at the races are just unbelievable. Of course, 2 40-ounce Budweiser bottles and then the America Budweiser can on top. And I just got to thank Randy Raymond Jr. for doing such a fantastic job for those awards tonight, as he does each and every Saturday night. But these special ones are really cool. 20 down and 10 to go now, Jason Reed. But, yeah, Jason Galvin seemed to be pretty pumped up, no doubt about it. I don't know if we'd be able to handle him if he wins 2 in a row. No, I'm sure he'll be fine. There you see the smoke from the 42 of Shane Thompson as he crosses the stripe, of course, several laps down, and he'll probably pull it off into the pits and get out of that machine before he does any further damage. Galvin still maintaining and growing his lead over the 55 of Mike Mason. 1.1 seconds last time by when they crossed the stripe for lap 21 now. 8 more to go, just 4 miles for 2 in a row for Jason Galvin. That's going to be amazing.
Folks, if you're watching this and you were out last week, Steve Hughes and I, we've been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years plus. I tell you what, when you chase your first win, and Steve can agree with me, you come off that first win, you see it in Supercross, you see it in Moto, you see it in road racing, the big NASCAR. Steve Hughes, there is something dangerous about confidence, and I tell you what, you got to think Galvin has that right now.
He certainly does, and he's got one of the best race cars on the track. That 55 machine was dominant here at Kern County Raceway for several years. Of course, that's the old number 17 machine driven by Johnny White, who every time he stepped into the Spec Mod division would come across the stripe as the winner. And he is able to keep that number 55 car, now owned and driven by Mike Mason and their crew, and he's able to keep them at bay. And it seems to me like Mason's starting to chip away just a bit. Nope, I'm incorrect. 1.135 seconds over the 55 with just 5 laps to go, Jason Reed.
5 to go here. Caution free through 25. This thing's slated for 30. Les Schwab Tires, NASCAR Spec Mod main event underway. Up next, Hughes and I are going to call another exciting one, folks. Stick around. It's the NASCAR mini stocks on the quarter mile, so don't go anywhere.
Yeah, the mini stock's going to come down to this final race, Jason Reed. Only 6 points coming into today, separating Brock Mello, who's in second, and your defending champion, Damian Leiniger. Of course, we have to see who scored the bonus points for qualifying quick today to see where we're at as far as the point separation, but that could come down to the final lap of their final points main event of the season, just as it did last year when Damian Leiniger won his first track championship. Talking about laps winding down, 28 in the books this time by. We've been caution free. Can he go wire to wire, Jason Reed? The 32 machine of Jason Galvin has been at the point since the drop of the green flag. He has not relinquished the lead, and he's going to see what the white flag as your leader this time by. Jay, take me around the final half mile for the 32 of Jason Galvin.
Trying to go back-to-back out of Bakersfield, California, driving the Crush Fine Dining, STZ Motorsports, A1 Business Center. He is your KGE team. Morning News Sunrise anchor Galvin humped on last week and into 3 and 4. White flag is out. He'll see checkers this time through. Last time through the start box, and Galvin takes 2 in a row. Jason Galvin picking up the win here in Les Schwab Tires. Spec Mod, Mike Mason, who ran a great race, climbed through, tried to close the gap on Galvin, finishing in second, and your points leader in the number 8, and the championship should be secured. Jim Coffey finishing third. Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane going to get full here shortly. Spec Mods making their way over.
Well, I'll tell you this, race fans, if I were to ask Jason Galvin if he was going to be able to make it to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane twice in 2017, he probably would have laughed me right out of KGET Studios, I can tell you that. But tonight he completes it, 2 wins in a row. He goes back-to-back in the number 32 machine. And like you said, Jason Reed, confidence is scary. You get that first win under your belt. You got some momentum. You got a great team. You got a great piece that you're driving. And I'll tell you what, congratulations to Jason Galvin on 2 wins in a row. Pretty amazing. And I'll tell you what, I hope he doesn't return the favor of dumping a water bottle on my head this time in Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane, because I've got all this electronics on me, and I don't want to get shocked. And ladies and gentlemen, he's got his helmet off. He's got his safety equipment off. Budweiser Championship night here at Kern County Raceway. Your winner of the Les Schwab Tires 30, holding off a very fast Mike Mason, is Jason Galvin for 2 wins in a row. Nice. He'll go and hug his crew, give thanks to everybody. Who'd have thunk it? Moving him out of the 42 into the 32 would pay off like this for Jason Galvin. I got electronics on. Hey, man, congratulations. Wow. 2 in a row. Who'd ever thunk it?
Oh, man, not me. Not at the start of the year. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the fans that came out all year. It means so much to us. As somebody who's been with Steve is in track management, to have this many people here on championship night, thank you so, so much. Come back for the big races at the end of the year. Come back next year. We really appreciate it. This one's for everybody who's helped us on this car all year. For Madison, thanks for coming out today. Brock, Shane, Paul, crushing A1 on this car. On Thumbs Up Cancer Down on my normal car. Three-way Chevy, Lucas Oil, Bricks, It's Your Party, DJ. I can't thank them enough. Everybody who's ever helped me get here is so cool to me. My dad is here tonight, right there, and he didn't get to come last week. So it's a pretty big deal for me, if you can't tell. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. How much did your confidence level play into this win tonight?
Oh, man, it's not even a conversation. After the way the last 2 races have gone in this car, and then, we had an issue in qualifying, and I just stink at qualifying, and we got a lucky invert, I'm not going to lie. And Shane just told me, he said, just send it in turn 1, Eric Brust, my spotter, did such a great job 2 races in a row. Same thing, he coached me through turn 1. You got to clear him, you got to clear him. And the second that we cleared, he just, last week we got out front and I was a little nervous, so I kind of cruised. I didn't want to mess anything up. This week we got out front and I ran a qualifying lap for 30 laps, just hoping to stay ahead of the 55. He's so good. And it was pretty cool to look up in the mirror those last 10 laps and see that he wasn't catching me anymore. So
he wasn't getting much bigger.
No. Big congratulations by Jim Coffey. That's the class of the field all year, and not a more respectful team out here. From the day I showed up, Jim and Ed have always been so great in helping me and trying to get me along, so they definitely earned this.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your wire-to-wire leader tonight in the Les Schwab Tires 30, Jason Galvin, with 2 wins in a row. Finishing up in second place tonight, Mike Mason in the number 55 machine. Mikey, you didn't crash it, buddy. I'm very proud of you. Nothing torn up on the 55. But I tell you what, you and Tanner Wattenbarger with epic battles all season long. You were able to clear him, but just did not have enough for that 32 car tonight.
Yeah, no, congratulations to Jason. That was a hell of a run. We tried. I just got it a little overexcited once I got clear of Tanner and burned the stuff up, and it just took too long to come back. But take nothing away from Jason. He drove a hell of a race, and congratulations to Jim Coffey. What a year. It's just, we're having a blast, and we got outran. So.
Well, I'm glad you're having a good time, man. It's always fun to see you guys out here. I hope you continue, and we hope to see you in that final race on October 28th and in 2018.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not going anywhere. We just got a little bit more homework to do, and we'll come back in October. And, there's a rumor about the 7th of October about a skid plate race.
You're in it, baby.
You want a little wager?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't bet Mike Mason. He comes home in second place tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And what a season it's been for the driver of the number 8 car. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you your 2017 Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod Champion, Jim Coffey. One rule, you cannot spray the announcer or the photographer, okay, with that champagne. Anybody else? It's photographer's safe, not so much with the announcer. No, we can have the interview first, man. Come on out front. Your whole family is down here. I'll tell you what, Jim, I described it in my press release earlier this week. Coming into this final race, veteran racer Jim Coffey is set to win his first track championship, and tonight, with a great finish, you do that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. It was definitely a team effort. I'm kind of the monkey that holds the wheel and points the thing, right? So my whole team, as you know, these people that you see on my car, they've been on my car since day one. And they've stuck with us, and I really wanted to win this for them. 20 years ago, this month, was the last time we won a track championship as a team. We had 4 wins that year, and I really wanted this one tonight, but we just got a little bottled up on the start. But, thank you. Thanks to Les Schwab Tires for coming on board this year. I speak for everybody in the class to tell you we all really, really appreciate it. And, of course, thanks to Dawn Lynn Express, Linda, her husband Mark, her late husband Don, Philip and Megan from Ace Appraisal, my buddy George at Waterfall Cleaners, Ryan over at Branson's Haviland Express Lube, Tiger Fight organization, who I'm very proud to have them on the car every year. And, this doesn't happen without all these people. And so that's, I tend to get kind of emotional because I really appreciate it so much.
Respect goes a long way in the pit area and on the racetrack. And I know that all the competitors respect you, Jim. So congratulations on a great year.
Yeah, I appreciate that. All these guys, I mean, they're great. It's not easy to win in this class. You know, I counted them up the other day. This is the 14th straight top 5 that we've had, and that's what wins championships, consistency. But I'll tell you what, we were in pit lane getting ready to go. Every one of them was coming over and telling me congratulations because they knew I just needed to take the green. And I was like, man, don't congratulate me. This might not start, you know. So I think I could think of every single, scenario that might go wrong, and it all came together. I mean, I wish we would have finished a little bit better tonight, but can't really complain about another top 5.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your championship season.
Thanks so much, Steve.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your track champion in the Les Schwab Tires Spec Mods, Jim Coffey.
Congratulations once again, Jim Coffey, your 2017 Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod champion here at KCRP. Coming up next, mini stocks. Don't go anywhere. If you are anywhere in the breezeway, pick up a Bud Light, ice cold Budweiser, Coca-Cola, 5150 energy drinks in the fridge. We'll be back. Another championship to decide. NASCAR mini stocks coming up next. Once again, don't forget, next stop, October 7th, Joe Ronco Reynolds Night of Mayhem. Joe Ronco Reynolds Night of Mayhem here. Monster trucks, trailer drops, RV races, waterless boat races, and skid plate cars. After that's over, October 28th, SRL Southwest Tour will be back. Bulwark FR150, don't want to miss that. November 4th, NASCAR K&N Pro Series West, Napa Auto Parts 150. Spec Mods and Trick or Treat with the Racers fireworks show that night once again, November 4th. And finishing out here in 2017 at KCRP. November 19th, 4th Annual George Snyder Classic King of the Wing National Sprint Car Championship. George Harmer, where are you at, bud?
Well, I'm hanging out here in the suites, in the stands, and actually I'm with a couple of fellas that have been out at this track for years, every week out here. And so tell everybody who you are.
Erwin Tisdale. Brian Votaw.
And so I'm going to ask them a question, and they also, tonight is a special night for them because they both have a birthday. Tell me how old you are.
71. 59.
And I'm not going to tell you who actually looks older. But so you guys get to answer. So everything's about track champions tonight. So we just finished up the Spec Mod race. Can you guys tell me who won last year's championship?
Kevin Callion.
Does the rest home, sir, know that you are not there?
And I am.
If you guys are late, I'll give you that. It's Callahan is his last name, so I'll give you that. But I just want to know if you guys are late getting back to the rest home, will you still get your chocolate pudding?
Probably not.
Well, I'll see if I can write you a letter and tell them that you guys were really good out here tonight. And actually, we have another birthday tonight. She is 60 years old. Let me look here on my notes as they're getting set. Let's see here. Lori, where are you at up there, Lori? All right, Lori, happy 29th. I'm not going to tell you the real age. that somebody told me, but I will say happy 29th to you as well. And fellas, since you got it right, and I may or may not have cheated with you two because it is your birthday, I'm going to give you guys 4 tickets. So that means you'll have to invite somebody with you. Can you guys do that?
We can.
Well, happy 71st and 59th. And
Hey,
29th up there.
Right on. And hey, George, I want to tell you a little something about Lori Costa and her husband, Terry. They are 5-year season ticket holders here at Kern County Raceway. So, Lori, happy birthday. Thank you for the beverage earlier today. It's always a pleasure to sit out there with you near your RV and enjoy a beverage before the races get started. And we appreciate all the support you, your family, and your friends give us here at Kern County Raceway. Jason Reed, up to you. Intro for the championship race for the NASCAR Mini Stocks.
NASCAR Mini Stocks, here we go. Row 3 on the inside in the 11. Got to be Ken Sugarts. Row 2 outside in the 5. Driving the Baker Fab, Razor's Edge, Clark's Tire, Destiny Joplin. Row 2 inside in the 12, Damian Leiniger. Brock Mello, 2 in points in the 8 on the outside, and Brady Mello, Papa, 88 on the inside. Here we go. Championships up for grabs here. Steve Hughes, this one's going to be a good one.
It is less than 5 points separating the drivers in first and second position for the championship lead. Brock Mello comes into tonight's second place. Your defending champion, the 12 of Damian Leiniger, your points leader. After last Saturday night, Brock Mello is going to take the lead on lap number 1. That's what he has to do. He has to win this race to give himself a shot. He's got to put some cars between himself and that number 12 machine. If Brock Mello going to win the championship tonight, Jay?
Well, point slide, let me ask you, where does Leininger have to finish if Brock's out in front? I mean, is third good enough?
Right now, we award 50 points for your winner.
Yep.
48 points for the second place car, which is Brady Mello.
Okay.
And then 46 for third place. So that's a 4-point swing. And I don't know if it was 4 or 5 going into tonight after qualifying. I need to know who qualified quick, so I'm going to look that up on my roster right now. You call this race, and I'll come back to you with a points update.
I happen to think it's going to be close. Hughes is going to check the math. We came in 6 points spread tonight before qualifying, and I believe that Brock qualified ahead of Damian, not less on the pill invert. So we're going to go to times right there, and this is going to make it interesting. Brock Mello, second in points coming in, out in front. Brady Mello, the 88. 4 wins this year, 6 top 5s, but 4th in points after a few hiccups. Leininger, championship from last year in the blue 12 car, trying to keep it mellow right now here in the 3. It's a long race. This thing is set for 25. We are 6 in, 19 to go. Destiny Joplin in the red 5 with the white scallops running 4. Sugarts holding on to 5 spot in the 11 car.
So I've got the math. I've done the math. So your quick qualifier tonight was Brock Mello with a 16.375 second lap. Brady Mello was second. So that means Brock earned 3 bonus points. Brady Mello earned 2 bonus points. Qualifying third quick was Damian Leiniger. He earned a single bonus point. So it was a 2-point swing there. So it went from 6 to 4. So if the race were to finish right now, we would be tied. Then we do this. Then we go to wins. If they are tied in the number of wins, then we go to the number of second place finishes. If they're tied there, we go to the number of third place finishes, so forth and so on, until we crown a champion, Jason Reed.
Interesting, folks. So Leininger has 2 wins. Brock Mello has 1, but he'll get a second win in this race, which would put them tied in first place. And then we're going to go to second place finishes, and that's not in my book. Yeah, math will come down quickly, so the race officials will have to do some math as we finish down here in the NASCAR mini stocks. So Brock Mello out in front. Brady Mello probably doing team orders here, keeping Leininger behind him if he can. Damian kind of just staying patient in third, not really making a run up into there. we saw good battle last weekend, a little bit of door-to-door as well, so it was interesting as we came down to the finish. But right now, literally, we're just kind of single file, first through third.
Well, we've seen it all season long, Jason. It's been a rough and tumble NASCAR mini stock division. We're not seeing that tonight. I don't think anyone's bumper has touched another car tonight. No door slamming, no bumping coming through the corners. It's been very respectful racing with Brock Mello out in front, and what he's got to do is win it. He's got to have a car or two in between him to claim the championship, but then it's going to come down to the tiebreakers, and I'll tell you what, there's going to be some tense moments in Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane before we announce the champion in the mini stock division here tonight. But I'll tell you, the young high school student, Brock Mello, in the black number 8 machine, is doing a fantastic job of schooling the rest of the field as he comes up on the 11 of Ken Schugert's. And Schugert's about ready to go a lap down. Mello going to go to the outside and see if he can clear the camouflage number 11 of Ken Schugert's. He gets a little bottled up behind him, loses his momentum just a bit. 17 down and 8 laps to go, Jay.
Man, you got to wonder if strategy's coming into play, because now Damien's starting to close up on Brady.
Well, yeah, you got to do something here. If you want to secure this championship, if you finish behind the guy that's in the lead right now, championship's yours. All those tiebreakers go out the window.
Wow, coming down to an 18 down. Once again, folks, set for 25 laps. The math is that close. If they finish how they sit here, you heard Steve Hughes mention it. They're going to have to go to tiebreak for first. They'll both get a first win. They'll both have 2. Leininger came tonight with 2 wins. Brock had 1. If he wins this, it'll give him 2. And then you got to go to the most seconds and the most thirds. So coming down to literally the wire here and looking for Leininger to make a late run. We got 20 down. He's got 5 laps to do it.
And let me tell you what I've done now, Jason Reed. I have my slide rule and my abacus. Both of those are out and in my golf cart, so I will be ready to do any type of long division or anything that I have to do mathematically down here. And now it's business starting to pick up just a little bit with 21 in the books and just 4 laps to go. A little bit of contact between the number 5 of Destiny Joplin and the number 12 of Leininger, who seems to be falling farther and farther back from the 88 of Brady Mello. So father and son, he's your leader with a chance at the championship. Dad, very proud right now, running in second. 23 down this time by just a couple of circuits to go on the quarter mile, Jay.
Brock Mello looking for his first championship if the math comes into that. White flag next time around on the 24. Leininger trying to pick it up a little bit here, but no gap change for first, second, and third. Out of 4. Brock Mello will get white flag, and I believe we're going to go to tie in first in points, so officials will go quickly to the math as we finish here. Mello into 3 and 4. Out of 4, he'll come. Your winner, NASCAR Mini Stock on championship night, Brock Mello. Brady Mello will take a 2, and Leininger with a 3.
Destiny Joplin will come home 4th, and Ken Schugert's rounds out the top 5. Warm cool-down lap for the number 8 of Brock Mello, the Primetime Signs sponsored machine. The 88 of Brady Mello. Bakersfield Chiropractic, Primetime Signs, your top 3 going to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane now. His second win of 2017. The number 8 of Brock Mello. We'll greet him there, and here comes uncle and moms and families. Everybody's coming to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane to greet their drivers. NASCAR officials going to work right now to find out exactly who our 2017 NASCAR Mini Stock champion is going to be. Robinson Welding Supply, RMS, Primetime Signs, sponsoring the number 8 machine. South Valley Tires on the number 8 car as well. Dick's Automotive sponsoring them as well as Bakersfield Chiropractic. So safety equipment coming off. Brock Mello, seatbelts are off. And ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you now. Brock Mello wins on Budweiser Championship night at the races in the NASCAR Mini Stocks and setting himself up for a possible track championship as soon as we get word from upstairs. Greeting him in Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane is your defending champ, Damian Leininger, who came home third tonight. All right, so he wins the race tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and we will greet him All right, so congratulations on your second main event win of 2017, Brock. You did what you had to do today. So you qualified quick, you started on the outside of the front row, you led wire to wire to secure your second win. And with that second win, you tied Damian Leininger with 2 wins each for 2017, with your bonus points in qualifying tied you guys across the board. 2 wins. Points are tied. We had to go down to the second place finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 NASCAR Mini Stock champion, Brock Mello, and he does it with a big win on Budweiser night at the races. Had to go all the way down to your second place finishes. You win the championship with 4 second place finishes, which was the tiebreaker. Congratulations on a fantastic season and your second win of 2017.
Thank you, Steve.
You're so welcome, bud. I know it's a family affair with you guys, obviously, with all the family that's down here with us on the front straightaway. I know you weren't really excited about racing, man, when this all kind of started for you. But I think there was a switch that kind of turned about 3 or 4 races into this year where you really got excited, spending time with your dad, your little brother, and your family, your grandpa Steve, and everybody out here. And I know you're having a great time. And to cap it off with a championship, amazing job this year.
Thank you. It's just wonderful year this year. Is so much fun racing out here at this track, and car handled fine during the race, and that's it.
Right on, man. Give it up for, okay, yeah.
And I'd like to thank my sponsors, RWS, Primetime Signs, South Valley Tires, Dick's Automotive, Bakersfield Chiropractic, and my papa Steve.
Right on, man. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your champion, Brock Mello, did what he had to do tonight, and we'll move on down to Proud Papa. I'll just go and talk to him over here. Brady Mello's over here, but hey, man, you guys had to do this. You guys were on the front row with the invert, starting 1 and 2 there. You were able to squeeze in between yourself and the 12 machine, and that really is what secured that championship for your boy.
That did. You know, it was the whole year, just every little thing chipping away. You know, Damian had an awesome year. We had a few ups and downs with him, but he came back at the end and just got it done. I told them both 12 and Brock, I am not giving anything to anybody. And he flat out took that win from me, hands down.
Proud dad, and finishing up second tonight, the number 88 of Brady Mello. And what a great champion this young man has been. Your defending track champion, giving the title over to Brock Mello. Damian Leininger comes home in 3rd position tonight, bud. I'm telling you what, talk about the most exciting divisions out here at Kern County Raceway for the last 2 years. Coming down to the final race, the final laps, you guys end up tied with wins, tied in points. We had to go all the way to the second place finishes, which secured the championship. But I'll tell you what, for a young 20-year-old, when you started your title defense, now 21, I couldn't be more proud of the champion that you were, the defending champion in 2017. Congratulations on another great season.
Thank you, and I got to give it to Brock. I had nothing to compete with them too all year. They've been faster than me all year, and just to be in this position, it was hard work for it. But I got to give it up to him. He did what he had to do. We came into tonight knowing what we had to do, and we just didn't have the car to get it done tonight. So congratulations to Brock on getting that done, and I just need to thank all my sponsors for another great year. I need to thank Noble Construction, Lewis and Ness, Allstate Insurance, Skinny's Automotive, Hill Threaded Products, the Coating Shops, Tom's Independent Trucking, Mom and Dad, Action Recycling. I think they need to thank the Lord.
Right on. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Damian Leininger coming home in 3rd tonight, finishes the championship season in 2nd position. Congratulations to our top 3. Damian Leininger, Brady Mello finishes up in 2nd, and winning the race tonight and the championship Brock Mello. Congratulations. George Harmer, I'm so happy that you are back with us and up in the grandstands. You are having some fun tonight. Where are you now?
He's up with me.
Is he? Oh, it looks like he may have some stuff to toss down to the crowd. So everybody, if you want to turn your attention to the 4th floor, way up there.
It makes life a whole lot easier when I throw them from here.
Yeah, I
and
know.
then I look like I have this cannon for an arm.
Just a gun, George.
All right, you got to make some noise.
Yeah, that's what they got to do.
You guys want to see how good Jason's arm is?
I do. Yeah, you better warm it up there, kid.
He's stretching out.
Oh, boy, that's not too bad.
Oh. Let me see here. If you throw it over the fence, you're going and getting it. All right, he got lucky on that one. All right, let's go right over. Where's that? I'm going to see if I can throw it around the corner and hit the suite below me. All right, here we go. Oh, he got it. All right. All right, let me see. You guys got to get really, Jason, come down here. You're not done yet. I mean, these announcers these days, I tell you what, they talk a little bit on the mic, but then you ask them to do some physical labor. Let's see here. Watch this. Here, hold my mic.
All right, who wants some shirts? Oh, man, they get loud out here. Somebody's yelling, hey! Oh, nice toss! Oh! Oh, this group right down here.
Hey, sir, the 25 shirt. That is a receiver's number, and you dropped it. Go get a lineman's number. All right, right down here. All right, let me see here. Orange shirt right there. Oh, I will come back and see you guys. What suite are you in? Budweiser? All right, Budweiser. There better be a cold one. I will come see you guys shortly. All right, guys, we'll be giving some more free stuff away right after the next race.
Steve Hughes, my arm is done.
I don't suggest you do that anymore. Hey, Jason Reed.
Yes.
We're old. Hey, I got a couple of announcements. I need Gary Farrow to the Breezeway Concessions, please. Gary Farrow to the Breezeway Concessions right away. Gary Farrow to the Breezeway Concessions. Also, you know, tonight we are very fortunate to have Samantha Bailey, who is our trophy girl. This is her second time that she's done that for us, but her little sister, Brianna Bailey, turns 12 years old today. So happy birthday to Brianna Bailey. Hope you're having a great time at the racetrack while your sister is doing the coolest job on the planet, and that's riding around in the pace car and getting to look pretty in front of the camera in the winner's circle. So, Brianna, hopefully you're having a great time. Thanks for traveling up here, I know, with your mom and your big sis. Enjoy your birthday. So, Jason Reed, what's next, man?
A doctor appointment Monday morning.
Yeah, you got a blown out shoulder. Jason Reed is in a lot of trouble. It's a good thing you don't throw a baseball or a football professionally. So.
I had to show off for my hometown Taft folks over here in the suite to the left of me, and I blew my shoulder out.
Oh, boy. And, hey, you know what? I want to give another shout-out to the employees of Golden Empire Transit. Thank you guys for coming out and having a night with us here at Kern County Raceway. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. And, of course, the employees of Performance Food Group, PFG.
Yeah.
It's their driver appreciation week for the last 3 years. They've come out to Kern County Raceway and enjoyed a fantastic night of racing action. And I'll tell you what, if you're not here tonight, first of all, it is gorgeous, beautiful weather. And the only thing better than the weather is the racing, Jason Reed. It has been good.
And the only thing better is a Michelob Ultra. Speaking of Michelob Ultra.
Yep.
It's Michelob Ultra Superstars.
All right.
Let's go for it, huh? 35 laps. Let's meet our drivers. Starting in row 6 on the inside, driving the 77 Stroking Worm Skinny's Automotive 10,000 RPM clutches, Michael Nix in the 7-7. Row 5 outside, driving the 09 tonight, Brylan Holder in the 09. Row 5 inside in the 12 car, A1 Multi-Business Center, Crush Bar and Grill Restaurant, How about Paul Smith? Paul Smith, row 4, outside in the 38. P-Dubs, Brew Pub, AMA Homes, The Heat Source, Troy Carvalho. Double duty again here, row 4, inside in the 18H. Driving the Hernandez Racing 10,000 RPM clutches, Kurt Key Racing seats, Downforce Racing, PJ Hernandez. Lights are out, I got to get this thing going. 18R, Craig Rayburn. Champion in the 2-4 West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder. Row 2 outside in the 47, that's Puskrich. Gene Fight, the Mountain Man. Red and Black 7 on the inside. Anthony Maynell in the 6-1. And Eberspacher on pole into 3 and 4. Steve Hughes, take us into the starting box.
Here we go, out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen. The green flag is in the air, and we are underway. Look at the Evers Racing cars running second and third as Anthony Maynella in the 61 machine leads the field through 1 and 2. Teammates, Paul Ebersbacher in the 02. Oh, boy. Yellow lights are on, ladies and gentlemen. Yellow lights are on. That means we're going to do it again. So we'll have to line them back up. Looks like somebody may have been a little too anticipatory of the green flag.
Yeah.
So we'll set them back up again, man.
Just like that, we will do a reset, as you heard Hughes mention. Somebody got anxious in the start box. Michelob Ultra Super Stocks on course right now. KCRP half mile here at Budweiser Championship night at the races. We've already crowned some, and we've got 2 more to go. That's right. Super Stocks Legends and the late models for main event number 2.
Hey, you know what, man? The phone technology we have now is amazing. Wouldn't you agree, Jason Reed?
I agree.
So I start the shout-outs route, and right, you know, the birthdays and giving shout-out. People are sending me text messages, you know, to shout out. And, you know, Chad Connor and Dave Cook up at the Surface Pump Suite. Thank you guys for being up there, man. Long-time partners, great supporters of Kern County Raceway. They were here all last weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you know, for Nitro Circus and for Jim Burke Ford Night at the races. Chad Connor, Dave Cook, and Steve Durrett and the gang, man. Thank you guys for just years and years of support out here at KCRP. We sure do appreciate you guys, so thank you. But, man, that's cool. They can just text me and just say, hey, man, we're here. Shout us out. Absolutely.
Yeah, Steve Hughes, KCRP coming off a big weekend last weekend.
Oh,
right?
boy.
Friday dirt track here at the pavement, and then Nitro Circus.
Yeah, our first ever triple header, man. It was an amazing weekend. The Not-So-Super Nationals, Jim Burke Ford Night at the races, and then Nitro Circus. And then we're right back at it this Saturday night with Budweiser Championship night. We're going to do a take 2 on the Michelob Ultra Super Stock main event. We are underway. Kind of the same result there, Jason Reed. Anthony Maynella going to lead the field through turns 1 and 2. The Ebers Racing team going wheel to wheel for second and third. Paul Ebersbacher in the 02 and the 47 of Greg Puskarich on the outside. They are 2 by 2 deep. Second, third, and fourth and fifth with your points leader, Roger Holder, in 6th, just outside the top 5, Jake.
Maynella, a quick little breakaway here early. The 02 Ebersbacher and the 47 of Pustrich. Right there with him in the 2-3 spot. Fife and Holder Hernandez all up in the top 5 here. 2 down, Super Stocks unleashed here at KCRP. Here comes the Mountain Man, Gene Fife in the 7 car. 2016 champion in this class, currently finds himself here in the 3 spot. Puskarich, Holder now starting to work his way up into the top 3.
Yeah, Holder now sits in the 5th spot. He is on the inside of the 47 of Greg Puskarich as they enter turn number 1. Dropping back just a little bit as Puskarich gets through 1 and 2 very well. Craig Rayburn now just outside the top 5, running in 6th. They are nose to tail from 1st to 6th position as they start to reel in the number 61 of Anthony Maynella, who's like he was shot out of a cannon on that initial green flag, Jay.
Maynella in the 6-1 car, doing it for Hooper's Rear Ends. Angeles Oxygen out of Palmdale, California, over in the desert. Currently out in front here in Super Stocks. 1 win this year, 5 top 5s, very consistent in points. Came in tonight 52 back on Holder, hoping for a miracle here.
Yeah,
miracle probably not going, but you know, gotta give credit. Maynell out front. It's Eberspacher once again, folks. Gene 5 in the 3 car, in the 7 car running 3. And yeah, here comes the West Coast Roger Holder in the 24.
Well, you know, Roger Holder today during qualifying broke Johnny Bedingfield's long-standing track record in the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks. Beat Bedingfield's track record by about 1/10 of a second, so we know that 24 machine is fast. 4 wins on the season. Going for number 5 tonight. If he can do that, he'll definitely secure that championship. Where he runs right now, he is in the championship position if he were to stay right there. But I don't think that's good enough for the 24, the West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder.
Yeah, Roger likes to be in the front quickly. So now trying to make a move here on 5. Inside, outside, drafted a little bit as they enter 1 and 2. He's going to let go inside. 5's going to hold it tight. They'll go door to door down the back stretch right where Hughes is standing on the dirt mound. And Holder will take over 3.
I'll tell you what, there's something special about that 24 car tonight. They have been thrashing on that thing, just trying to get it better and better and better. And when they really put their minds to it, he's almost unbeatable here at the big half mile at Kern County Raceway. He's up to 3rd spot now. He qualified quick with the invert, started about mid-pack, and now up to 3rd. And we're not even close to the halfway point yet, Jason Reed.
Yeah, no change here. Out of 3 and 4, 5 running over 3. It's still Eberspacher holding down the 2 spot, and now Maynella's got company. 2, 3, and 4 on the move right now.
Into turn number 3 they go, and the gap has been closed by the 0-2 of Paul Eberspacher, the Legends Properties sponsored machine. Just about a 2-car length separating 2nd from 1st and 3rd from 2nd as they enter 1 and 2.
We got trouble on the front stretch. PJ locks it up. I didn't know if he was going to get on the brakes, Hughes. I didn't mean to step on you. He took a hard left right across Raymond's Trophy victory lane, saved it, and backed out. Man, he made a hard left right there for I was hoping he was going to break in. So P.J. Hernandez getting loose, Steve, off of 4.
Absolutely. And, you know, Jason Reed, if you want to get loose on this racetrack, coming off of turn number 4 is the place to do it. As you can see, a huge flat apron area on the front straightaway. You don't usually have too much bad news if you spin it coming off of turn number 4, as long as you can keep it to the inside. Turn number 2, little different. So P.J. definitely picked the right spot to spin. Caution is out on lap number 11. And I'll tell you what, Jason Reed, we've been virtually caution-free through these first few main events on Budweiser Championship night at the races. So no contact there between PJ. He just kind of came off the corner. Car was a little light, and like you said, seesaw on the wheel, and you do want to go to the left instead of the right. You know, you never want to go right here at the half mile at Kern County Raceway. So nice save. May have flat spotted some of those Hoosier tires, but I think he's good. Want to take this time to thank tonight's race sponsor and a major partner here at Kern County Raceway, Budweiser. Also, their other brands, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, sponsors this race division, the Super Stocks. Our founding sponsor, General Production Service, as you heard Vince Vaughn say earlier, celebrating 50 years in 2017. You know, we had our 50-year celebration here at Kern County Raceway for GPS. It was an amazing deal. Great night, July 1st. Vince was just unable to make it during that night. He was up in Sacramento doing what he does, and that's helping out Kern County. So he definitely wanted to make sure he got that proclamation done from the State Assembly, and we got that delivered tonight. So thank you, Vince. Also want to thank the Bull, 97.3, New Country Now. Timberland Pro, the official work boot of Kern County Raceway. Jason Reed, I got mine on tonight, bud. And I'll tell you what, they are, I feel like I'm walking on air.
Comfortable, right?
Oh, they are so comfortable. Also want to thank Les Schwab Tires, Fastenal, Bulwark FR, and Elite Site Surfaces. All right, Joe Ronco Rentals, the exclusive rental company of Kern County Raceway. Here we go on the restart, lap number 11. Maynella on the inside in the 61, Eberspacher in the 0-2 on the outside.
Off of 4, Maynella, no change there. And look at this, Steve Hughes. Roger Holder up into the 2 spot, trying to get out in front where he likes to be. Here we go, Ebersbacher 3. Rayburn up into the 4 spot. Craig Rayburn doing some work tonight, right on the bumper of Ebersbacher in 02. The 47 of Puskrich holding down 5. Yellow, that's yellow car in the 38. Troy Carvalho up into the mix here. 5 who got shuffled back. Him and Nix now trying to make their way to the front as well. Eshelman in the 09. Hernandez recovering from that front straight spin earlier. Still in the mix here. Now into the rear here. No change up front. Maynella and Holder running 1-2. Ebersbacher in the 02. 3rd spot, Rayburn. Good run for him. Into the 4 spot. Puskrich, in 5 as they come out of 3 and 4 down the front stretch.
All right.
Anthony Maynella.
Well, Jason Reed, sorry about that, my friend. I was having a little technical difficulty with my microphone. Sounds like we have that thing fixed up and ready to go, bud. So now we're back at it here tonight at Kern County Raceway, and talk about a battle for the lead. 15 laps down, coming out of turn number 2, your leaders, the 61 of Anthony Maynella, has led since the opening lap. Now sees the number 24 of Roger Holder right in his rearview mirror. Less than half a car length separating those two as they enter turn number 1. Paul Ebersbacher in the Legends Properties 02 back to 3rd. Craig Rayburn in the red number 18 machine runs 4th, and Greg Puskarich rounds out the top 5 in the number 47 car. Out of turn number 4, your 2 leaders nose to tail once again, and Roger Holder is going to start applying the pressure now, Jay.
Yeah, Holder doing what he can, trying to find a way around here. Calculation coming in right now, inside, outside. Where does he want to go? Right behind Maynella in the draft into 3 and 4. He's on the rear bumper now. Holder, look for him to make a move. He likes the inside down low. However, looks like he's going to go outside here in 1 and 2. Maynella still holding them off as they see 19 that time around.
Down the back straightaway as we approach lap number 20. Scheduled up for 35 tonight. 5 extra laps for the... Oh, we go yellow. Caution on the racetrack. I saw the 18H of P.J. Hernandez slide up the racetrack.
Eshelman, yep, down in 1 and 2, Hughes. Kayla gets it refired. I can't see any damage on the car. The 09, hot pink 09. I stand corrected. How about Brylan Holder? Kayla running that 09 and late model. Getting a little...
Yeah, the 09 of Brylan Holder coming to me right now. I'm looking at that beautiful midnight blue machine with the flow orange numbers on the 09. I don't see any damage on that car. He did make a deal with Shane Thompson that if he were to finish in the top 5, that he would only race asphalt in 2018. And I said, I'll take that bet, but I'd like to see you out here each and every week racing with your dad. We talked to Roger earlier, right before our on-track autograph session, and, you know, it's all about family for the Holders. It's a family-run business. Yep. Holders Air Conditioning and Heating, also Holders Mechanical, and they race as a family. They do really everything as a family. I remember when they went, actually, they postponed their annual trip to the Oregon Dunes. Right, they had to race here, and they brought all of their, you know, their UTVs, their side-by-sides, their quads, their motorhomes. They brought it out here, raced, and then left from the racetrack for their family vacation at the Oregon Dunes for 2 weeks. So definitely a family affair, and Brylan Holder, the eldest son of Roberta and Roger. So here we go. Lights have been turned out. 19 down. 16 laps remain. And it's going to be a good one. On this restart here, Jason Reed, my money's got to be on the 24. He's just getting faster and faster as this race progresses. Maynella able to lead the first 19 of this one, and He'll be the guy on the point on this restart. Craig Rayburn in that red number 18 machine looking good as well. Great to see him back. He was here near the first of the year. As the green flag is in the air once again on the restart, Rayburn misses a gear, stacks up the outside row, gets back up to speed, but Roger Holder with a great run on the high side and 1 of 2 with a half a car advantage entering turn number 3. Maynella in the 61 car down low. Holder, we saw him last week up there in the gray, dirt tracking it around 3 and 4. However, that car is in the track tonight, and when I say in the track, Jason, it is stuck in the corners this evening.
Maynella now pulling up on Holder. Little loose out of 1 and 2. You mention it all the time, Hughes. Loose out of 2. That is the corner here at KCRP where you can get the slide going. Maynella holding his own on the inside, Holder on the outside. Rayburn in the 18, Eberspacher 02, Huskerich holding down 4, and Carvalho still up in the top 5. Now we're going to see Holder kicking a little sideways as he comes out of 2 down the back stretch. He'll pull in front of Maynella as they enter 3 and 4.
Yeah, he was able to pick up the gas a lot sooner than the number 61 machine, and that netted him the lead and cleared the number 61 on lap 22. 22 down and 13 to go, Jay. So, I mean, you just don't see that kind of racing, man. I mean, the side-by-side, that's a lot of respect, a lot of talent. You got to trust the guy that's on the inside of you. You got to make sure that you've obviously built up some respect equity throughout the year and not bumping or pushing or door slamming guys where they're going to remember that from 6 races ago. So thank goodness those two were able to put on a great show for the race fans there for those few laps. But now Holder in command of this one. Sparking through turns 3 and 4 is the number 61 of Anthony Maynella, who's trying to go for his second feature win of 2017. The number 24, Roger Holder, I believe, going for number 5, Jay.
Number 5, that's right, and the first championship here on the pavement. So congratulations to Roger. Really looking good this year here at the Michelob Ultra Superstocks. Came into it. Dirt track previous experience. Right over the years, a lot of dirt track experience.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a world record holder in drag racing. He holds the world record for 8th mile on a radial tire. So a very narrow tire. It's a radial tire. It's not like the big drag slicks that you see, but he holds the world record. He travels back to Georgia, Las Vegas for these 8th mile drag races. The Camaro that he has is unbelievable. If you'll follow him on Facebook, you'll get to see some photos of that bright orange, go figure, Camaro that he runs in drag racing. And he's also now building a pro mod drag racer as well. So that's pretty exciting. And then, of course, the dirt racing experience in the IMCA modifieds and the sport mods. So, yeah, they like to race. There's no doubt about that. And, you know, he was a very good BMXer as he was growing up as well.
Holder, no change out front, in control of this thing now. 28 down, right around 7 to go. This thing's set for 35. Maynella not letting off the gas, so in the 61, holding down the 2 spot. Rayburn, Eberspacher. Whoa, look at Maynella! Peeking to the inside. Roger will come up in front of him, blocking as they come out of 4 single file. Let's see where they go here in 1 and 2.
Yeah, as these laps start to wind down now, Jason, I've been watching Anthony Maynella drive it down the hill in turn number 3 so deep before he actually gets off the gas. Watch the difference here. This is where he closes the gap right in the apex of 3 and 4. He's just unable to get that, pick up the gas and stay with Holder to give him a run into turn number 1. So 30 down and now 5 to go as Roger Holder tries to put an exclamation point on his championship season in the Michelob Ultra Superstocks here tonight at Kern County Raceway. Budweiser championship season finale night, and I'll tell you, still a lot more racing to come. We've got the NX Legends and their championship main event, followed by our second 35-lapper for the NASCAR late models. Jay?
Well, Hughes, you mentioned it. Maynella, if he can get a run on Holder, you're right. He's just holding way longer, no pun intended, as he comes into 3 and 4, longer than Roger. And Roger just closes off as they come down the first stretch across the stripe. 32 down. 3 more to go for Roger, and he's got that 2017 Michelob Ultra Superstock Championship now in sight.
He certainly does. And when Roger Holder first came out last year, he did run 2 races last season. I just was amazed about how well he took to this asphalt racing. They talk about rolling through the corners and able to pick up the gas a little sooner. It's really a finesse and an art type thing to get through these corners here at Kern County Raceway, especially with these cars that require a lot of momentum. The Michelob Ultra Superstocks is a momentum class, and you can just get faster and faster as the laps wear on. White flag in the air. One more lap for the number 24, Roger Holder, to secure his 5th win of 2017 and his first ever NASCAR track championship. Final time down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. From the dirt to the drag strip to the asphalt oval. His first season in the Super Stocks. Roger Holder takes the win on championship night and secures his 2017 NASCAR Whelen All-American Series track championship. Congratulations to Roger Holder. Anthony Maynella comes home in second, and the 18R of Craig Rayburn is third. Jay, I'm headed to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane.
Steve making his way down to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. Last lap spin there. I believe that may have been Smith, Paul Smith in the 12. I'm not sure, trying to get a number on that car, but last lap in. Roger Holder winning the championship here, and the win tonight. Maynella 61, second in points. He'll come up here on Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. There he is, folks. Give him a hand. The 24, Roger Holder, your 2017 Michelob Ultra Super Stock champion.
Yep, here they come, ladies and gentlemen, making their way to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. The Holder family. Craig Rayburn's crew. Anthony Maynella's crew. And he parks it where he's parked it 5 times this year. What a year and a rookie season for the number 24 of Roger Holder. Yeah, we've got it. He can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. He wins on Budweiser Championship night at the races. The West Coast Wild Man, Roger Holder, immediately comes off. He's going to put his Holder Motorsports shirt on and his cool sunglasses, I'm assuming. Kiss from Roberta. And party starts now. I'm going to stay back here for a minute. That's your crazy little brother, isn't it? All right, Roger, just me and you for a minute, my friend. Hey, man, can't you do this later? You just won a championship. It's time to party. Oh, no, that's all right. Will Simcoe. Yeah, go ahead, Jay. Yeah. Absolutely, will do. Yeah. Are we all ready now? Now can we give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen? Roger Holder wins main event number 5 for you this year, my friend. Congratulations. You went out with a bang, I can tell you that. So you set quick time, you break the track record, and you end the point season with another fantastic win. You had to work your way through the field, taking the lead. You and Maynella side by side for those laps, man. That had to be exciting from your point of view.
It was a great race, man. That's the type of racing we look for, drive each other clean and put a show on for the fans and, just have a good time out there. And it was a good race. I liked it.
Right on, man. So now I owe you 5 NASCAR winners stickers, right?
Yes, sir. 5 of them, please.
Did you ever think when you kind of started this deal, you kind of did a couple of races last year, that 2017 you'd win 5 main events and come home as a track champion, a NASCAR champion at Kern County Raceway? Did that even cross your mind?
No, it didn't. But like I've always said, you surround yourself with good people, good things will come about it. We've had a really good race car. Shane's kept it good for me all year. Bringing the car to me, I don't have to try to adjust to the track or whatever, making the car good, and, you know, good things have come out of it.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic year and your first track championship in your first official year at Kern County Raceway. We're so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks to all the fans.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen, the West Coast wild man, Roger Holder. We also want to welcome Brett Tisdale from NASCAR here with us tonight to congratulate all of our champions in Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. So thank you, Brett, for making the trip out here. We appreciate you getting away from Florida and coming to beautiful, sunny California. All right, so we got a couple of more photos here, and I'm going to go talk to Anthony Maynella now, who comes home second place in the final points race of the year, and you finish up second place in the points, Anthony. Congratulations on a fantastic season.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. This is a great track. My first night here, I was in awe. I thought street stock, not what I'm used to. These cars are rocket ships. We worked on it. We've gotten faster every week. I've got to say thanks for Henry, Mad Dog Miles, Jason, Chris, Tommy. Thanks for coming out and bringing all the horde, and especially these guys behind me. Got James, Brandon, Bobby, and especially Ryan, who's helped me all year long. This has been one heck of a ride.
Right on, Anthony. Congratulations. Thank you so much for making the trip over from the desert and supporting our racetrack.
No problem. I'll be out next year, and we're going to give it to Holder next year.
Right on, Anthony Maynella throwing down the challenge to Roger Holder. And Craig Rayburn comes home in third, a podium finish and a trophy on your return to Kern County Raceway. Man, we're so glad to have you back. Thanks for coming out and supporting us again.
Well, I haven't been out here since May.
I know. I've been calling you every day since May. You're not getting my messages?
Delete. Yeah, we had kind of a weird summer. We lost my brother-in-law, my sister over there. We lost him in June. And
so sorry for your loss, man.
Thanks. And we really didn't feel like racing. Literally, this thing's been in the trailer since May. We took it out last night, or Thursday night, and charged a battery, and that's all I did. So I can't complain.
Wow. Not a bad run. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, huh?
Craig Rayburn, ladies and gentlemen, coming home in third tonight in the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks. Race fans, if you'll do me a favor and give it up for your champion one more time, Roger Holder, with his fifth win on the season and his first NASCAR track championship here at Kern County Raceway. George.
Steve.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? I think he does the same thing to you that I do. When you call, I always hit delete. All right, we have a little business to do right now. If you got a program, take it out. And you're going to look at pages 16 and 17. I may have a winner here, so somebody that gets close to me here in a second may get that. So take your programs out, 16 and 17. If you have smiley faces on your program there, just like this one is, go over to the merchandise trailer, and you are going to win some tickets to our next event out here at Kern County Raceway Park. Just like these young ladies right here did. Go ahead. There you go. They won some tickets. So right after this next race right here, I'm going to be giving away tons of tickets as well as T-shirts that I have right here. But it's going to require you guys to do something. Jason, what do you think that could be?
Oh, gee. How about get your boogie on? Dance.
We will absolutely
Dance
be
party.
shaking our groove thing. And if you're dancing, I'm going to be throwing stuff your way. Right after the race, sir. I think you may be banned from ever dancing. I think your family, the way they're looking at you, you've been banned before. So I'm just going to put a proclamation together. Sir, what is your name? All right, Mike, from this day forward, you are banned from dancing, sir. You are banned from dance camp, man camp, any camp that you're thinking about going to. You are banned.
Always having a good time. George Harmer working the crowd here at KCRP. Coming up next, folks, don't go anywhere. It's INX Legends main event number 2. And yet another championship for Steve Hughes to give away here in 2017. Kern County Raceway. Speaking of Kern County Raceway Park, KernRaceway.com. All your needs, your schedules, your results, take a peek at our sponsors. You can visit the dirt track, what we got going on at our KCRP MX motocross track. If you got a motocross bike, you can come out here and spin some laps. Race or bike weather's coming up, shall I say. And of course, our remaining schedule here for the Kern Raceway pavement course here on this beautiful half mile located at I-5 and Highway 43, 30 miles west of Bakersfield, California. Thanks for coming out. It is Budweiser Championship night at the races. We got legends coming up next. Don't forget November 4th, K&N Pro West, Napa Auto Parts 150. November 19th, 4th Annual George Snyder Classic King of the Wing National Sprint Car Championship. SRL Southwest Tour Bulwark FR 150. That's the next big one. October 28th, 3 big races left here. And of course, October 7th, Night of Mayhem, Joe Ronco Reynolds. Legends coming up. Legends coming up. Here we go, Legends, main event number 2 coming up. Row 4 inside, driving the 29 tonight. Mashburn Transportation out of Bakersfield, California. Braden Rogers. Row 3 on the outside, your points leader in the 74. Out of Brisbane, California, Team Tyrell, MTFX Graphics, Road and Builders, Luis Tyrell. Row 3 on the inside in the 24P, GPS, all girls concession backed, Colton Page. Row 2 on the outside in the 71. Gotta be Josh Ayers in the red 71. EG 31, row 2 inside. That's right, A&A Farms, Santa Maria Brew Company. Fast Eddie Garoni. Gabe Schur in the 2. John Sandebanes in the 3-7. Ready to go here, Legends. Main event. Gabe Scheer on the outside of row 1. Garoni on the inside. It's Page and Ayers. Tyrell, your points leader, stuck back in the 7 spot. Legends underway. 3 wide in row 1. Excuse me, turn 1 and 2. Down the back stretch of the quarter mile here. Oh, little bump and grind. Tyrell getting a little bit of caught up in that. Braden Rogers holding his line there in the 3 spot. Garoni leading this thing. Page knocking on the door in 2. 1 lap down. Again, this thing's set for 25. And Luis Tyrell, who's been perfect, currently finds himself in the 3 spot. Page now knocking on the door. He goes to the inside. Garoni will slip out. Colton Page takes over the lead. And now out in front, Tyrell coming to the inside of Garoni. He'll sweep into the 2 spot. Garoni 3rd. Man, look at Luis Tyrell driving the wheels off that INX Legend. Really tracking Page down right now. Braden Rogers back with us this year in the 29. Josh Ayers 71 in the top 5. Tyrell. Can Page hold him off? Second out so many times this year here. Looking for the first win here in 17. Legends points coming into tonight. Tyrell, a comfortable lead in Legends. 26 ahead of Page. Oh, here we go. Luis pressuring enough. Page pulls out. Luis slips to the inside. Colton not one to let go. They drive him up high. Colton Page. No let off. Look at him on the outside down the back stretch on the quarter. Now Luis has got a race on his hands, trying to hold off Page here in the 2 spot. Tyrell out in front in the Flow Pink, 74 points leader, 10 wins, 12 top 5s. Clearing the 37, Page will go with him. Rogers still 3, Garoni 4. 25-lap main event, 9 down, 10 next time around. Looking at halfway here at 12 shortly. Tyrell out of Brisbane, California. Very intense driver right there. Loves coming down here to KCRP. One of the favorite tracks. You think he can drive circle, you should see him drive a road course. Skills to the max. 24, Colton Page. GPS, all girls concession backed. Made a run late last year for the championship. Just fall short, picked up that 2nd overall. Rogers in the 29. Mashburn Trucking, transportation helping him this year out of Bakersfield, California. Braden coming back off surgery in the 3 spot. Good to see him out. Now we're starting to gap. All of a sudden, Tyrell stretching it out. 12 down last time around, 13 on this one. Colton Page holding down 2. Came into tonight 26 back, if I'm not mistaken, on the 74 of Luis Tyrell. Gabe Shear and John Sanavane still mixing up in 5 and 6. Everybody stretched out now. It's Ayers and Garoni now battling. They're in the 4 and 5 spot. This will be 15 down this time around. Again, set for 25. 10 to go here in your INX Legends Budweiser Championship night. Luis Tyrell holding this off, looking for his first championship here at KCRP. Eddie Garoni, 3rd in points, 7 top 5s. Trying to chase for his first win earlier. He's settled now back into the 4 spot. Rogers still looking comfortable in the final podium in 3. Tyrell going to come up on Shear here. Out of 4 they come. Luis clicking them off. 18 down. Garoni and Ayers clear around out of 3 and 4. Page by himself. 10-car link back. Braden Rogers by himself in 3rd. No change. 1, 2, and 3 evenly spread out. Garoni driving the 31 car. A&A Farms, Santa Maria Brew Company. Frank Garoni Jr. Farms out of Bakersfield, California. Ayers, of course, in the red 71. Bill Ayers Construction, R.C. Shea and Company. 20 down. 5 to go. Leader. WRT, $1 Million Dreams, RJ's Paint Shop, MTFX Graphics, Roden Builders, and it's the Team Tyrell INX Legend out of Brisbane, California, leading this final INX Legends race of 2017. Colton Page, GPS backed, founding sponsor here at KCRP since 1967, celebrating 50 years of service this year, and continuing to celebrate, as Steve Hughes said earlier. Braden Rogers, no change, 3rd in comfortable spot. Page, no change for him. Colton Page, good kid, 2nd again here in the series. Still chasing that championship here in Legends. Tyrell, 74, he'll get white. 1 more time to go. 7 wins, perfect, 7 top 5s. 8th wins, tonight. We split this thing into 2 mains. We talked to Steve Hughes earlier. He'll be talking to him again. Your winner and your champion here in 2017 INX Legends out of Brisbane, California, number 74. Give him a hand, folks. Luis Tyrell. 2nd spot, Colton Page in the 2. Braden Rogers, 29. Finishing third, Steve Hughes, I heard you come back on, buddy.
Yep.
And Tyrell stays perfect in 17.
Unbelievable. That race right there was basically a microcosm of what we saw all season long. And a big smoke show for the race fans here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And he knows to go far away from Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane to do those burnouts, but he's going to park it right at the top. Braden Rogers comes home with the third place finish. Colton Page second. Your winner with a dominating season. 9 for 9 in 2017. Luis Tyrell in the 74L, the machine. And that's exactly what he was this season. 11 in a row dating back to 2016, Jason Reed. He's already got his helmet off, and he is ready to celebrate his 2017 NX Legends Track Championship here at Kern County Raceway. And ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you now, Luis Tyrell. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there it is. There's the broom. The sweep is on. Brought all the way to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. Amazing season for the driver of the number 74. You don't see seasons like this very often, my friend. Congratulations on a dominating run, 9 for 9 in 2017. And we weren't just going to let you have that last one, Bud. On that invert, you started way back in the field and really had to press the issue. But before the halfway point, you took the lead and extended it. And, man, congratulations on a great night. You're going to take home some hardware back up north, and that'll include a trip back down to Bakersfield for our championship banquet. Congratulations.
I'm at a loss of words, and I just want to thank everybody in the stands at Kern County Raceway, every official here, everybody that makes us able for us to racers come down here at race. I wouldn't come 4.5 hours from San Francisco to not come to a beautiful facility like this. It's been a crazy year. I put in a lot of effort. I'm at a loss of words right now, but I was joking at the beginning of the season that we were going to do a season sweep, and I knew if I put my head to it, did everything right. Tonight starting 6 was definitely going to be hard, but I figured it out that I had the car and I knew what I needed to do. And this car has been on a rail since the beginning of the year, but those races that I didn't win last year at the beginning of the year, finishing 4th and 2nd, was where I found out the speed at this track.
Wow, man, it's great that you can learn from those losses and bounce back and just be as dominant as you were in 2017. Again, congratulations on a great year and your track championship.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you, everybody here at Kern County Raceway. And hopefully I get to come back out next year.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your race winner tonight on Budweiser Championship Night at the races, and your 2017 Legends Track Champion, Luis Tyrell. All right, Colton Page comes home in 2nd place, and that's where he will finish in the points chase for 2017. Up in 2nd, Colton. I'll tell you what, man, you gave a valiant effort there early trying to hold off the number 74. You raced him clean. You raced him with respect. I saw the attempt to get in the bump to loosen him up coming out of turn number 4. But how exciting was it for us as race fans seeing you guys wheel to wheel right up against that outside retaining wall, sliding down into turn number 1. I know it has to be exciting from the driver's seat as well.
Oh, yeah, it's a thrill. You know, it can be very suspenseful at times, you know. He can get a little bit closer to you, and you're just praying that he doesn't go up too high and rub into you. And, yeah.
Well, man, just a great effort all season long. I know you guys really worked hard on the 24P machine, trying to make it better and better. You got that primary motor in it, back in it again, and now I think the car is just now getting comfortable for you again with the power and the handling. We just wish you the best. I think you're traveling to the Nationals in Vegas here in about a month, right?
Oh, yeah, we're going to try to go to the Nationals and try to get a win out of the semi-pro class. So, yeah, I want to congratulate Tyrell on his championship victory, and through the whole race season, he was a very tough opponent to beat. Or I haven't beat him, but he's a tough opponent
Right on. He certainly is. Congratulations, Colton. We appreciate you. Thanks for putting on a great show for us. Colton Page, ladies and gentlemen, second place tonight and second place for the season. Coming home in third, his first podium finish of 2017, Braden Rogers. Braden, let's just talk about your journey kind of over the last few months. You know, the back surgery. Can you tell me why you had to have back surgery, first of all?
I had a curve in my spine, and it was getting to the point to where it was pushing against my organs and just was getting to the point where I needed surgery for it.
So you basically have a zipper right up down your spine, right? You showed me the scar. You're very proud of it. You're standing up straight and tall now. Obviously, it's fixed it. You're cleared to go back into the race car. I'm so glad Mashburn Transportation Services and your family allows you to get back into the 29B, and it's paying off, man. Great run tonight. You finish up in third.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the feel for these legend cars and the aggression you have to use for them to pass, and I just can't thank Mashburn Transportation enough for all they do for me.
Right on. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your third-place finisher, Braden Rogers, tonight. Your second-place finisher, Colton Page. Your winner tonight, sweeping the twin main events for the NX Legends, Luis Tyrell, and he takes home the track championship as well. You know, I've got a couple of announcements, but first, we're going to go back to George Harmer. George, where are you, man? Oh, there he is. There you are. Now your mic's on.
There we are.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you got, man? Is that a bag full of tricks?
Yeah, trick or treat.
Oh, nice.
I'm starting early. I'm an overachiever. I'm trick or treating already.
Yes, you are.
All right. You're not dancing, sir. Sit down. Nice try. All right, you got to turn that up a little bit. As he was shaking his groove thing, heading off the track. All right. Wow. Some of you are looking at me like, do not look at me. I saw you. And now I'm going to wait till you do something. I got all night. All night. You can look away, it's fine, but I'm going to continue to stay right here. Embarrass you like nothing else tonight. All right, I'll move on. There we go. We got somebody up over here. Oh, overthrow. That's hers right there. All right. All right, I'm going to make my way down here. Let's see. Okay, that's a cheerleader move, so I'm not saying it was a great one, but it was something. Everyone around her was like, oh, she did not just do that. All right, coming my way down here. All right, let me see. That's I don't know what form of dancing that is. That is waving to me.
Hey, waving?
That was a parade wave too. As we're going by. All right, I need if you're a grandma, get up and dance for me right now. That's all I want to see right now. Some dancing grandmas. All right. We got a few right there. That's a wave again. Oh, there we go. As the cars were rolling. Hey, you ever heard, what's that country song that says, not as good as I once was? Sir, I think they wrote that for you. But I will give you some tickets because it was pitiful. All right.
Dance contest going on. George Harmer handing out the free tickets here at KCRP.
Hey, I got some announcements, man. Can I make those announcements?
Go ahead. George is just handing shirts out.
I know. He's just doing what he loves, man. Great to have him back in the grandstands. Just want to say a big happy anniversary to Jamie and Wendy. Happy anniversary to Jamie and Wendy. Thanks for coming out to Kern County Raceway and spending your, I guess this is like the anniversary date, right? I mean, that's where I want to be, is at the racetrack. How about you, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then I want to say hi to Ron and Jennifer Holbert from Joe Ronco Rentals, the exclusive rental company of Kern County Raceway and a big sponsor of that Joe Ronco Rentals Night of Mayhem coming up on October 7th. I can't wait for that one. The Holberts are up with Lori Costa celebrating a huge birthday up in the luxury suites tonight. I hope you guys are having a great time and drinking some ice-cold Buds and Bud Lights. I'll be up there shortly to enjoy one with you. After this, our final main event of the evening, NASCAR late model 35-lap twin main event number 2. It's going to be a good one, Jason. What do you say we go down trackside and meet the drivers?
Started off with late model. We're going to end this championship with late model. Here we go. Main event number 2. I'll run through them quickly as they're already getting stacked up. Row 10 on the inside, 28. Johnny Bedingfield back out in the 28. Row 9 on the outside, going to be 67, Val Cummings. Scott Sanchez in the 24. Row 8 on the outside of the 24 wide, Craig Yeaton. Row 8 on the inside, Josh Davis in the 4 car. Starting 14th in the 35, Rodney Peacher. Starting 13th in the 18H, PJ Hernandez. Row 6 outside of the 1, it's Ebersbacher. Vargas, your winner from main event 1, starting 6. Huddleston, your points leader. Garner, Jagger Jones, Weaver on row 4. Kayla Eshelman, Tony Breidinger, the 2 ladies on row 3. Wolfenstein, Wattenbarger, Rayburn, and Gibson on pole. Here we go, Steve Hughes. Main event number 2, locked in as they come out of 3 and 4.
Great job, Jason Reed. Here we go, 20 of them in the stall. Oh, boy, they're going to stack it up near the front. Boy, it looked like the back rows were starting to go before the front row took off.
4 wide.
4 wide through 1 and 2. 35 laps, NASCAR late models underway here at Kern County Raceway, Jay.
4 wide in 1. I mean, I guess I've seen it, but I just can't recall how often it is. Down the front stretch to 51, out in front. Behind him, it's the 97. That's Wattenbarger. Breidinger in the 29. Weaver, full slide out of 2. He recovers and holds it in the 4th position. Going to bring Race Monitor back up. Jason Reed up top, Steve Hughes down below. It's the final race here tonight.
Tanner Wattenbarger now making a move to the inside. Wattenbarger is in the 97. On the outside is the 51 of Craig Rayburn. Looks like we may have a new leader headed down the back straightaway to turn number 3 as the field rockets down the long back straight here at KCRP. Tanner Wattenbarger is going to lead the field. Craig Rayburn in the 51 back to 2nd. Brandon Weaver in the 15W now up to 3rd.
These guys and gals are on the gas right here in main event 2. 3 down. This thing's set for 35. Man, they are loose coming out of 2. Everybody recovers side by side down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Here
3 wide off of turn number 4. Contact. Breidinger gets into the 09 of Eshelman gets into the left side of Breidinger. Breidinger tags the outside wall, and we're going to go yellow. Didn't mean to step on you there, Jason, but it was happening right in front of me, right on track level. They were 3 wide entering turn number 3. Eshelman slid up the track just a little bit on the exit of turn number 4, made some contact with the 29 of Tony Breidinger. Breidinger tags the wall. She's got some left side and some right side damage, and I'm going to head down to pit road to check it out. Jay, down up to you.
Bedingfield in the 28, pulled back in. Not sure if he took some points to start and ran it in. Johnny Bedingfield, as he started at the back of the pack behind the wall. Breidinger, Tony in the 29, Hughes making his way down to her right now. She comes to a stop behind the wall. A stop and go. They take a quick look, Hughes. She's back off and going behind the wall. So, excuse me, she's heading back to the pits. I didn't mean to redirect you there, Steve. Now Tony, 29, going back to the trailer, and the crew heading back to meet her.
I'll head that way. And just an update on Johnny Bedingfield. They had tried to make repairs to that number 28 machine to see if they could limp the car through this second main event. Obviously, that engine problem for the number 28 of Bedingfield, very terminal. So he's going to park it into his pit right now and call it a night.
So your winner from main event number 1, Ryan Vargas in the 23, now gets called back into the 6th spot. So the 23 of Vargas, lining back up here in the 6. We're on caution early. This thing was set for 35. And 3 wide as Hughes called it off of 4. Breidinger got the worst end of it. where she currently finds herself into the pits. Crew's over working on the 29 right now, taking a look at it. Not sure the extent of the damage. Hughes will get a report shortly. Wattenbarger, though, the 97. Leading it here before caution. Trevor Huddleston, that's the 50 car, your points leader, coming in here. All has this thing on lockdown, 125 points. He just had to start the race, so that will be your champion here for 2017 in the NASCAR Pro Late Model Series here at KCRP. Keep an eye on Weaver. He's ran second a lot this year. Second in points coming in tonight. One win. He broke the streak on Huddleston. And, of course, 10 top 5. Steve Hughes, you down there with Tony?
Actually, I'm in Tony Breidinger's pit, the Royal Purple Synthetic Oil number 29 machine. Left side damage, not so much. Right side looks like that right front tire has some concrete embedded into the rim, so a tough break for the young lady driver, Tony Breidinger. And she is talking to her family right now, so I'm going to leave her be, but her night done early. You saw him get stacked up there 3 wide, and coming up the racetrack was the 09 of Eshelman, bumping into the left side of the 29 car and forcing her into the outside wall. It looks like there is some right front damage on the number 29 machine that has ended Tony Breidinger's night prematurely. Back up to you, Jay.
Unfortunate, Breidinger out of this main event number 2. Meanwhile, lights are out. Wattenbarger, Weaver, Huddleston, and should be Garner. Top 4. Here we go. Restart out of the box. Weaver with a good jump this time, and he'll go to the front. Brandon Weaver will lead them as they come off at 2. Wattenbarger, Garner in tow in 3. Side by side with Wattenbarger down the back stretch, and Gardner slings into the 2 spot. We got 3 wide mid-course back. Still rubbing a little bit. Wattenbarger getting shuffled back into the 3 spot. Trevor Huddleston in the 50, your points leader and current champion right now as he started the race. Slingshot engaged. He goes into 3. Here comes Vargas, your winner from main event number 1. He's not done either. The 55 running strong. Jagger Jones in the 6th spot. Gibbs running right there in the top 10 as he comes across the stripe. Damage, of course, looks like on the 12 car of Jim Wolfenstein. He was in that mix-up. Heavy right front damage. Hood sprinkled and pushed back. Still trucking along here as he comes out of 4 down the front stretch. No change here. 8 down. Set for 35. Weaver coming in with 459. Eberspacher with 447. So close little battle there in points. Eberspacher 2 top 5. Weaver, of course, he broke the streak of Huddleston. He's got a win. Currently still finds himself back out in front. Gardner, Huddleston, and Vargas, 2, 3, and 4 as they come into 3 and 4. Huddleston slowly picking away. Tucks in behind his teammate Garner in the 56 spot. Coming down the back stretch, here we go. Trevor trying to set him up. Dylan and Trevor 2 and 3. Weaver knows they're there. The teammates are knocking on the door. Trevor slides down to the inside. Teammates run door to door. Racecar Factory into 1 and 2. Huddleston, he'll take it over.
Huddleston now up into 2nd spot. Oh, Dylan Garner going to battle back on the outside. Team cars wheel to wheel through 3 and 4. Right there with the best seat in the house is late model main event number 1 winner, the 23 of Ryan Vargas. The 55 of Jagger Jones runs in 4th. Brandon Weaver, one of only 3 drivers to beat the number 50 of Trevor Huddleston here this year at Kern County Raceway. Weaver was the first to do it. Buddy Shepard was the 2nd. And Ryan Vargas tonight was the 3rd. And they are close, nose to tail, coming off of turn number 2. And here comes Vargas to the inside of the 56 of Dylan Garner. The Hoseman, sponsor number 23, now takes over 3rd position, and he'll try to keep pace with the number 50, Justice Brothers, Racecar Factory sponsored machine of Trevor Huddleston out of turn number 2, Jay.
Sorry about that. I was talking to George back here, getting him a fresh, cold beverage. So,
nice.
Yeah. Good race going on right now. Huddleston once again, and Weaver. Sorry, Steve didn't step away there, but he's bringing Vargas with him in the 3 spot. Garner drops back to 4. The 55 of Jones holding on to the 5 spot again here in main event, number 2 of the evening. Trevor peeking to the inside. He loves that low line tonight. Weaver's holding strong on the outside. Vargas, though, not letting them guys run too far ahead. Ryan Vargas hanging in. We've got lap traffic coming up shortly.
Yeah, and it's going to come into play here in the next lap, Jason Reed, as we now have a new leader. Trevor Huddleston now takes over the lead on lap number 17. Into turn number 1 they go. The 4 machine of Davis. Josh Davis pulls to the inside, allows the leaders to go by. Jim Wolfenstein, after that last restart, he got bottled up behind a slower car that just didn't go, crinkled his hood, and now the 12 car is going to pull into the pits. Your leader rockets down the front straightaway into turn number 1, and now has a 4 car length advantage over early leader, the 15W. Whoa! Of Brandon Weaver, who got wicked loose coming off of turn number 2, Jay.
It looks scary up here. You had a better sight on it tonight, and I'm sure it was a lot worse than that. He recovers. Meanwhile, Vargas is going to slide underneath. He'll take over the 2 spot as he pulls in front of Weaver coming off of 2 here. 20 down. Next time around, they'll see 15 more to go. Huddleston now comfortable where he likes to be, and that is out front. He is your 2017 NASCAR Pro Late Model Champion as he came in tonight on lockdown, just needed to start. Vargas in tow. He's running 2. Weaver, Gardner, and Jones. No change for your top 5. However, Huddleston and Weaver splitting 1 and 2 early. Now Vargas finds himself in the chase.
Yeah, Vargas is right there. Half a second advantage over Vargas, as Huddleston has a half a second advantage over the 23 of Vargas as they head into turn number 3. And I'll tell you what, Vargas just seems to be a cool operator right now, man. He is not, doesn't look like he's pushing. The car is sticking to the track, especially through 3 and 4. Down here where I am, as the 51 machine of Craig Rayburn going to pull it in. He started on the pole and led the first 2 laps, but now he is off pace and headed to the pits. Let's see if Huddleston can maintain this lead over the second half of this race. 23 down. Now it's 0.6 of a second over the 23 of Vargas, Jay.
As you say, Hughes, a lot of racing left here, right? 11 more laps to go, and these guys, 12 more, and these guys are going to battle. Once again, it's Huddleston and Vargas. We should see some lap traffic here right around 3 to 4 laps to go, and the skills will go to work again as they'll have to weave in and out. Can Vargas make a late run here? Can Huddleston finish the season with a win and take the championship?
And this has national championship implications as well, Jason Reed. This is the final weekend of the NASCAR points. We've got Brent Tisdale here from NASCAR observing our show here tonight because of those national championship implications. Coming into tonight, Trevor Huddleston was in 2nd place in the points. He wanted to sweep tonight's main events. Comes up a little short in main event number 1, but now is in command of this one and looking for an opportunity to score a big points night for his chance at a NASCAR National Championship. Into turn number 3. Here he goes again underneath the 35 of Rodney Peacher. The 23 of Ryan Vargas right there as well. And the lead is starting to shrink as they head through lap traffic. 0.4 of a second now. Or on the track, about 2 car lengths. 27 down, 8 laps to go, Jay.
Huddleston and Vargas trying to make their way through clean. Huddleston goes to the outside of Eberspacher. He dips down, lets him and Vargas clear on the outside. Hoseman trying to keep it steady here. Is he calculating? Is he planning on making a last-minute run? Huddleston, very fast this year. Very good. He's got the championship. Wants to finish this thing off with the win. 29 down. Blue flag to Gibson, letting him know they're coming in hot. They'll dip to the inside. Huddleston and Vargas underneath Gibson. They'll clear him down low. They'll see 30 next time around.
Yeah, right now is when we'll get to the 30 lap mark. 30 in the books right now. 5 laps to go. If Vargas is going to make a move, he better do it now. 2.5 miles for the track championship for the 50 of Trevor Huddleston. And then we let the points fall where they may as far as the national championship. California state champion as well. He's going to go back-to-back-to-back California state championships. Will the number 50 of Trevor Huddleston. And now he's battling Lee Pulliam, for the national championship. Pulliam racing today in Florida, Jason Reed.
Huddleston and Vargas 3 and 4. Big gap back to Weaver. Weaver remember, had a win this year. Steady points enough to keep him in second. 55 of Jones, who ran 5th, now up into the 4 spot, got around Garner. Dylan Gardner showed speed earlier, ran up there with Huddleston in the 2 and 3 spot. Now finds himself back in 6. Leaders down in front of him, 50 and 23 cross the stripe. 33 down, 2 more to go, Hughes.
Yeah, we'll see the white flag this time by. Still with about a half a second advantage is the number 50 of Trevor Huddleston as he dives down into turn number 3. Ryan Vargas in the black 23 machine right there. He's within striking distance, but he only has a half a mile to make a move. Lap traffic definitely going to come into play on this final lap as they enter turn number 1. Car link now separating the top 2 out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turn number 3. Vargas going to try to give it all he can off of turn number 4, but it's too little, too late. The 50 of Trevor Huddleston wins again here at Kern County Raceway to cap off Budweiser Championship night at the races. Huddleston with his 11th main event win here at KCRP. Vargas with a 1-2 finish tonight and coming home in 3rd, the 15W of Brandon Weaver. For the final time tonight, Jason Reed, I'm headed to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane.
Folks, give them a hand. Your 2017 KCRP NASCAR Pro Late Model Champion, Trevor Huddleston.
He's out of the car in a hurry, and up on top, ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Huddleston with an exclamation point tonight on his championship season. The Justice Brothers Racecar Factory, number 50, making it to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane for the 11th time in 2017. Securing that track championship, and now we let the points fall where they may for the national championship. My friend, congratulations on an amazing year here at Kern County Raceway. 2 track championships for you this year, Irwindale and now Kern County Raceway, your first one here. An amazing job this year. Only 3 racers were able to beat you to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. Of course, Brandon Weaver, Buddy Shepard, and then tonight Ryan Vargas. A phenomenal season for you. And another state championship, track championships, and now we just wait and see how it all plays out for the national championship. We couldn't be prouder of you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. All the support out here at this racetrack is wonderful. This is my first year running at this track, and boy, we're going to be coming back in the future because everybody here, the entire facility, I mean the crew, you, everybody, they're really just so supportive, and they really allow us to have a great time. But, man, my car was really good in both races tonight. Bummer we didn't get the first one, but I guess I can't complain. We were just cruising in that second one. But High Point Racing, Racecar Factory, Justice Brothers, Frank's Gear Service, the Low Pit Stop, everybody for the support. Thank you.
Just an amazing job. You stay so humble, and you thank everybody that helps you out. From the track's point of view, the support that you guys have shown us coming up here and supporting us. Obviously, we worked with Irwindale to split our late model races this year. Can't thank you, your dad, your team, Racecar Factory, Jeff Schrader enough. You just really made it a phenomenal year in this late model division for us, so thank you.
I appreciate it. We were more than welcome here, and we thank you for that. Yeah, we got to see how that national championship plays out. We gave it our all.
Certainly did.
Yeah, I mean, everybody back east better know that California and the entire West Coast is nothing to mess around with. So we'll see what we can do.
Congratulations on your track championship, another state championship for you, and, of course, good luck with the national championship.
Thank you, Zeke.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor Huddleston puts an exclamation point on his championship season here at Kern County Raceway. Once again, Brett Tisdale is going to come and congratulate our champion, Trevor Huddleston, as we get ready to celebrate. So, Brett, thank you once again for coming out from NASCAR. Brett Tisdale going to take a photo here as I go talk to Ryan Vargas, who breaks through tonight, wins the first one. And I'll tell you what, man, 0.4 of a second ain't much on this big half mile here. It looks like you were closing him late. Did you burn up that right rear tire trying to make your way up to the front?
No, I just messed this up a ton. I mean, I missed the shift again on the restart, and Brandon did a heck of a job. He used that lap car as a pick, and I was like, man, he held me up right there. But that's just part of racing. That was a lot of fun right there. I love racing with Brandon, and I kept seeing that blue car up there. I kept seeing the blue dot get bigger and bigger and bigger, and sure enough, I was on his bumper coming to the white flag. So, maybe if I was a little closer, I could have done something. But, I'm just happy. Congrats to him on getting the championship. Well deserved. Congrats on him on the win as well. Great racing with Brandon. I mean, it's just coming from what we have to do with sometimes working outside of our own garage. I mean, this makes it all worth it. So,
what I'm starting to see here is a little bit of a rivalry. The young guns kind of making their way up into the NASCAR late models, and I could see this trio and even some more racers, even 6, 7, 8 of you guys battling for the next 10 years on short tracks around the West Coast, and I'm excited about it.
Of course. I mean, you see Jagger Jones, you see Kayla Eshelman. I mean, she's making a lot of gains this year. I mean, all those guys, all the rookies that are, even at Irwindale, you get the other rookies out there. So, I mean, there's a ton of new guys out there, and they're all fast. They all out-qualify me most of the time. So, I mean, that's just part of it. And it's awesome seeing how the progression of those drivers, and it's kind of neat being part of that.
Right on. Thank you so much. Ryan Vargas with a win. Absolutely, you got to thank those sponsors.
I definitely have to thank Hoseman, Advanced Masonry and Concrete, Swift Springs, Unlimited Landscaping, Engine Dynamics, and Competition Front-Wheel Drive Parts. And I need to give a shout-out to my grandma. It's her birthday today, so I have to make sure I give a shout-out to her.
Right on. Ryan Vargas with a win and a second-place finish tonight here on Budweiser Night at the Races. Brandon Weaver back up on top of the podium. Bud, I'll tell you what, man, you led some laps tonight. That has to feel fantastic for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Leading laps after we've had problems all weekend. We were trying to figure out if it was ignition or carburetor, but in the first race we ended up fourth because I used up my stuff too early, and then on top of that we had an ignition problem. So every time I'd get on the gas, the car was just stuttering. But I'm really proud of what we did tonight and what we did this season, and I got to give it all up to Charlie Wilson, my dad, Joe Kovacic, Rick, and all my fans out there, all my supporters, Whittington Solar, Bill Ayers Construction, Vision Zone Volleyball, and all the fans out there. I do this for you guys.
We got to think of a name for that group. Should we call it like Weaver's Wackos? Does that fit?
That sums it up. They're pretty wild.
Right on. Well, I appreciate their support and coming out. Congratulations on another podium finish, Brandon.
Thank you, sir.
Brandon finishes also second place in the points here this year in the NASCAR late model, so congratulations on a successful run. Yeah, that too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all of our champions. Again, thank you to Brett Tisdale for coming out to Kern County Raceway to enjoy our championship season finale presented by Budweiser. But most of all, on behalf of the entire racetrack, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, race fans, for another great season, but it's not over. We've still got plenty of racing coming up. Our next event will be Joranco Reynolds' Night of Mayhem. If you heard about all of the crazy stuff that we've done this year, like dropping a trailer from over 100 feet in the air, racing RVs, we're going to have skid plate races, the Shocker Monster Truck, all kinds of goofy, crazy stuff that is just going to be one night of fun and, of course, mayhem brought to you by Joranco. I'm Steve Hughes. On behalf of the entire staff here at Kern County Raceway, thank you, race fans, and we'll see you next time right here at the races.